Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy.
Here.
Hello.
Here. Jesus Christ. Hi, kitty.
Alright,
We're
fine.
normal. We swear. At least one of us is normal.
No,
Not sure which.
But what is
My
normal?
baby.
I think it's one of those subjective things.
Let's play a guessing game. Which one of us is normal?
One of these things
I would
is
say
not
of the four of us,
normal.
Eric is the most normal.
Yes,
Gets
I
an
think
actual
so.
9-to-5 style job.
If I'm the most normal, that's very, very sad.
I didn't say this was strange.
Eric is our rock. He keeps us grounded in normalcy.
Oh, dear Lord. God help us all.
Meow mix. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, me.
Meow mix.
Meow mix.
Yeah, there you go.
Meow
There's the
mix.
correct answer. It's Sherlock.
Yeah.
I want chicken.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
want
normal.
liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
Wow,
point
that
right
takes
here.
me back. Holy shit.
Plop,
I don't even
plop,
know what to say about that.
fizz, oh, what a relief. That's what I did on the toilet earlier.
There we go. Now, nobody can hear you. Mermaid Man has something to say about evil.
It came out my ass.
So, you guys may have noticed I added the on-screen alerts again, so now you know who to blame for any sounds you hear during the stream.
Yay!
I mean, to give credit where credit is due. Yeah.
Blame and credit could be used interchangeably here.
Thanks, Jail. Appreciate the bits, buddy.
I like that they updated it and made it even more nicer, so that like
Did they?
the yeah
English
like,
major,
it
ladies
shows
and
up on
gentlemen.
screen.
No.
Oh, the
No,
like the
shows up on
alerts.
screen.
You're talking about the alerts.
No, that's that way because you got to reset it, and that's the default.
More.
Oh.
That's just what it looks like default now.
No. It didn't look as nice before, like when we had the on-screen alerts before.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
made it look nicer.
I guess.
Now it's this whole like
I've just had them off for a
background
long
to it and
time.
everything. It looks all fancy and everything.
Yeah, it
all
looks
fancy
looks nice. It's
schmancy.
classy. It's a little bit animated. Kind of pops on, and yeah, it's almost
It's like, hey
professional.
everybody, stop paying attention to this asshole for a second, and let's acknowledge the people who made this sound possible.
Yes,
Stop looking at this asshole. Look at this asshole.
that's right.
Interrupting this asshole by being an asshole.
Yes, it's
The assholes we
asshole-ception.
got on this ship anyway.
Yo!
Oh, great. I'm
Keep
surrounded by
firing,
assholes.
So, oh, been kind of a crazy week. Had my big birthday marathon stream on Monday, and took until like Thursday to recover.
Yeah, because you started before I went to work on Friday,
No,
or was it
it
Saturday?
was Monday.
Monday. I don't know
Yeah.
what day it is. Just, yeah. So one of those days,
Yes.
I literally. My point was, I woke up, went to work, came home, went to bed, woke up, went to work, came home, and you had not stopped streaming.
I went to bed. I just fell asleep
Yes.
in my chair, and I went to bed. I came back like 9 hours later, and you were still live with like 4 hours left.
Oh, I know. It went for
And
a
that's why I was like, you should just bank those hours and do them
yeah.
later.
It went for a solid 24 hours. Basically, I started off sober, playing games. Rosie went to bed. I started drinking, got really drunk, did a whole bunch of stupid drunk things, and then the stream went on so long that I was completely sober again by the end of it, like past the hangover point, rehydrated,
So
you
had,
know.
like, you had like a whole hangover
back.
phase while on stream.
Yeah, I know.
Is there like a
And then-
4 hour block where you just
and
look for
then-
your death?
And
You're,
then
like,
after
playing the game,
that,
it's like death.
yeah, and then after that, I was just dead to the world for like the last few hours. I was
Yep,
playing
that's how it
Spyro the Dragon, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I was just like wandering around. And
Okay,
where do I
was
go? What do I
I
do?
was
I'm
completely
just
lucid. And not doing Spyro, to be fair.
well, because there was this point where I got stuck, where I was supposed to glide over to this island. I'm like, I'll try gliding from here. That didn't work. I'll try gliding from here. That didn't work. So I literally kept trying the same 2 things over and over and over, thinking at
You
some
couldn't
point
get
it would
no-
work, and no. That's,
Like, I'm
I
too
don't
tired.
think-
It's me. It's me that's the problem.
I don't think-
That's why I can't make it.
I don't think either of those things were
It's
the
a
right
me problem.
were the thing I was supposed to be doing, but I kept doing them.
Your live
One of these
stream.
times, it's bound to work.
Yeah, I'm determined. I'm too tired to think of another way. So what ended up happening was we actually had enough contributions to the stream to extend the hours by another almost 3.5 hours. I bailed with 3 hours to go, so we're actually going to tag some time on after SNI tonight, and Skinslip and I are going to play some farming games, and I believe Eric and Stoud may be joining us for that, so should be fun.
Yeah.
Eric is
Oh,
still alive,
shit,
but
well,
Eric and I-
We did some we're playing Farming Simulator 19. We did some yesterday, Skinslip and I. We only thought we'd be playing it for a couple of hours. We ended up playing it for like over 8 hours yesterday.
8 hours, 32 minutes was my stream.
Most of
For
it
that
was
one
spent
game.
doing a mission that somehow glitched on us and would not allow us to complete the mission. So
I plowed that field for 5 hours for nothing.
yeah, I know. And then I went through the
At the
field.
end of that day, I was a 15-hour streaming day for me.
Yeah, and then I went through the field after, trying to find out what the fuck we missed and why the farmer wasn't paying us, and there was nothing. The
I'm pretty
field
sure
was
it was the
empty.
shit that you.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was the shit that got spilled.
Yeah,
That's,
possibly, yeah.
We sold the fucking silo, dude.
So what happened was we were supposed to harvest this guy's field, right, and collect all the grain of the wheat, and then bring it to a restaurant where I guess they were gonna use it to make bread or something. I missed that bring it to the restaurant part, so I was like, where do I take this? Oh, there's a grain silo over there. I'll just dump it there. So I dumped must have been like at least 15% of our grain at this random silo I found. And when we realized the mistake I'd made, we all further discovered there was no way to get that grain back. It was just gone forever.
Yep, we got paid for it. But
The silo saying, thanks very much for your donation.
We had to return the money that we donated for the job, and then we
So-
had to pay a $40,000 fine.
Yes, we ended up not getting paid
stuff.
for the job, and then we got fined for the grain we lost.
We actually got
Yeah.
to a bigger deficit.
Yes, because we already owe
Trying to
$500,000 to the bank for buying all our equipment, half of which we bought to harvest this fucking guy's field.
A massive field. We took a too big of a job too.
It was,
Part
yeah.
of me hopes that we have to start over tonight a little bit. It
I don't know, maybe.
wasn't too hard. It was way less hard now. We know what we're doing. And we have
Mhm.
4 players, and
That's true. We might just start a new game. I mean, it's not like we made any progress.
No.
We were growing soybeans. By the time we got back to our own
Negative
field, our
progress.
field was overrun with weeds because we hadn't tended it at all.
Literally, I drove that harvester for 5 days straight in game without
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yes.
Nonstop. Without doing anything but driving and circling around over and over and over again.
That's right. So over and
Karen
over.
bitch, correct.
It was very zen. We were very chill.
Fuck Karen.
And fuck Karen.
Karen would like to see
Karen-
the manager.
Some in-game character. Karen owned the plot of land next to ours, between our field and the guy's field that we were harvesting. So at first we
He
were
harvested
going
twice
around.
while we were working, by the way.
Yeah, she had like 2 full
On a
harvests.
larger field.
And we also noticed that Karen was like the only farmer in the entire world that did not offer jobs to people.
That's
She
why
just like
we hate her.
did all her stuff. So we're like, fuck Karen. I'm just gonna drive through her field every time we go back to this guy's other field, and
We did some 40 or 90
So
times.
we were
Yeah,
like, go to hell, Karen.
good shit.
Fuck
Anyway.
you, Karen. Go complain to a manager.
That's
I
right.
did not expect to get wrapped up in that game like it did. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had fun, and
There's a reason why these games are popular.
needless to say, I managed to crash the tractor in a variety of ways.
And we can all be on one farm, or we could have our own farms. And
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty good. We'll
Apparently,
be having some more fun with that
Farming
later.
Simulator has unrestricted access to its main core INI files.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So you can mod
So I've
them.
seen plenty. I've seen plenty of videos of how fast can I farm this field, and the guy created like it looked normal on the screen, but like his little harvester front was like 10 miles long. So he just went like it literally just went like he turned it and it just went like and the whole thing was farmed.
Wow.
And it's just like all these things like when it would snow, there you have like snow plows, and he would create like 10-foot snow plows. And he'd create like giant rolls. It was like that. He's just going through and the game's glitching out.
Nice.
We're not a farmer's onion. We're a co-op.
That's right.
Everyone puts work in.
Yes. We all work for the betterment of the farm and our lives.
Farmer's onion.
Yeah. Onion.
Perhaps you can
All
all
get
band
together
together from a
and-
farmer's onion. Yes.
Oh, there's a typo I did earlier that was really
One
funny.
big fucking onion.
Okay.
There we go. I left it in. I was typing in a different Discord. Oh yeah, here he goes. I nearly killed myself doing a 15-hour stream yesterday for a single new follower. Woot! No complainies. No
Yay.
complainies. It's a typo. I had fun destroying Karen's field in Farming Simulator 19. She was a jerk. Well, I'm leaving that second typo because complainies is now a new word.
Complainings.
Complainies.
Complainies.
Oh,
With a
I
Y.
complainies.
got the
Okay.
complainies, all right?
The
Yeah.
complainies.
Complainies.
Stupid complainies. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing a little bit more of that tonight. So.
Oh yeah, Major Tucker says he thought he was harvesting when he was actually seeding using a seeding machine. Yeah, it was a seeding machine that I bought, and we were all really impressed with it. It's like, wow, it looks like a transformer. That thing's a beast.
Folds out and shit.
I know. Look how fast we're gonna be able to harvest. So I start like harvesting, and it's like I'm getting this alert saying you have to load this machine first. And like I am loading
You have
it
to load
with
the
seed
tool.
that I'm harvesting, right?
You have to fill the tool. You have to fill the tool.
No. And it was apparently for seeding, not harvesting. So it'll be great. We need to replant our field, but that's that. Oh, okay. Apparently, there's a specific farming simulator controller runs 500 New Zealand dollars. Wow,
It's
Yep.
beautiful.
that's crazy.
But I
So-
think we'll start a new game tonight.
Yeah,
and
we'll just start fresh. That was
start
our.
a smaller farm, and we'll all work together.
Yeah.
And instead of we'll work on our own farm a bit, but we should focus on doing other people's farms to make money. Right?
Yes. Well, and also with 4 of us, we can have a couple of us over there farming, harvesting Farmer Joe's field to earn some money, while the other 2 tend our field. It's like, hey, we're getting some weeds there. You want to hit it with the herbicide, and
Exactly.
we can have both. So, our farm was so neglected. So, anyway, good times. Farming Simulator 19. It was free on the Epic Games Store a few weeks ago, and we all grabbed it because, free is good.
Yeah, and if you missed it,
And,
you're a stupid idiot.
That's right. You missed it. You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, dang idiot.
Pretty sure we mentioned it on SNI back when it was available, or not.
did.
I don't
Quite
know.
heavily,
We
actually.
might have, yeah. Oh yeah, I think we did because we were talking about doing exactly what we're now doing, basically all playing it together and having
Yeah.
stupid fun. So there you go. Oh yeah, and I found the
Having a wee
help
bit of
section
fun.
like 6 hours into playing. It's like, oh, there's a help section that actually tells you how to do shit. Like, there is?
After we struggled for an hour.
That would have been useful 6 hours ago. Wow, Stan.
Pizza.
Well, you enjoy that.
I'm not.
Sounds like he already is.
Sean should mention his new wish list. Oh yeah, I finally updated my Amazon wish list. I don't have the link posted anywhere. You can find it on the Twitch stream. Whenever you come to the Twitch stream, if you want to buy me
Twitch.
things, you can buy them off the
Twitch
wish
stream.
list. So there you go.
Breadstick is hot. It's very,
Yeah, you
very
just pulled it out of the microwave, you dingus.
Well, yeah. So the microwave did its job then. Good.
After Stoudman gets settled a bit, we'll probably get a PO box, and I'll probably open it up for the public.
Yeah, that'd be
If you want
cool.
Anonymously stuff.
Yeah,
Go
some
ahead,
people
the
did that.
gatekeeper of the wish list link.
But it's something I can do in my house. Good lord, no.
Listen,
He is the gate master. He is the
So-
gatekeeper. I was like,
Listen.
our new apartment is going to require a salacious crumb wall clock.
Oh yeah.
I would like to implore all of you.
You guys have, it costs $50, $55 after shipping. So go ahead to Skinslip at Gmail, send that PayPal $50 so I can get this for the apartment.
Salacious crumb wall clock.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, you know, priorities.
We also have a wish list
Hashtag
that we will
eBay.
make public when we get closer to like actually moving, and that public list will be like all sorts of stuff. It started with one thing,
Like household
Nicolas
things.
Cage,
Yeah.
a Nicolas Cage prayer candle, because that's what every house needs.
Yeah. Cool. So, I actually have some pickups this week. Some birthday gifts to myself, as well as a package that I was waiting a long time for. Finally arrived. This is something I ordered back in October. Finally arrived this week, so I'm going to show you that. Also, some things I got just for the house. I figured I'd throw them in with the pickups. Just some useful things to make use of.
Oh, you mean like trash cans?
No, actually. I just use shopping bags for those, and then I throw them away. Like, you know,
I do too.
yeah. It's like, well, I got these bags. I will use them again to dispose of
fair,
the waste from all the things I bought.
In some communities, if you want to do recycling, you have to separate it first before you put it in bags to put it in the recycle bin.
Well, yeah.
So that's why you would want multiple bins if
I
you've had that
suppose.
situation. Like we can't have like a mixed bag of stuff.
It
You have
varies.
all the cardboard in one and all the plastic in another.
Well,
That's
yeah,
what ours is.
that's for the recycle, though. We're just talking about
That's
garbage.
what I'm talking about.
We're just
That's the
talking
only
about-
reason I would say you need
I'm just
multiple
talking about
bins.
garbage.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe if you had recycling.
Well, even that, you could just put them in bags. Like have a bag of cans, have a bag of bottles, you
Oh, I
know,
know.
and then just
Yeah.
empty the bag into the big bin for the building or whatever. Big bin
I-
for the
I have-
building.
I have a bag of boxes and a box of bags.
There you go.
I have-
No joke, I actually do.
Yeah.
I have I have that also, and I also have a box full of DVD cases.
Yeah. The only real recycling we have here in my building is there's a bin out back for cardboard, so that's where I, fold up boxes and put them in there. And then we have one for like pop bottles and glass bottles and that sort of thing, and that's just all together. Oddly, we
Well, my
don't have
dad
one
was-
for cans. I don't know why. We used to in my old buildings, but not this one. I don't know why we don't recycle more
We
here.
do.
When my dad was having me transfer all his movies digitally, and I was like swapping out my eco cases for his like old school 10 years ago DVD cases. So
Oh,
most
yeah.
of my DVD cases are now like tanks. But I also have 30 extra tank cases that I just left because like I need to keep them.
Yeah.
They don't make these anymore, and you never know when you break the case.
Yeah. But it says many places in the U.S. still just has trash, and that's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, here.
It's a joke
A
here.
lot of rural areas.
I always kind of thought recycling was a little bit of a priority here, since we live on an island and there's limited landfill space for the actual, garbage dump. So I don't know why we don't recycle more in this part of the island.
Oh, because you were
weird.
shipping off all your recycle waste to other countries and leaving it in their ports until they making a big PR thing.
Yeah.
Like that happened last year at the end. You remember?
Lovely.
One of the few things I remember from Canadian politics.
Was it?
I was
Okay.
like Manila or something, or was like, take your shit back. Literally, your boat smells like shit.
Oh,
Get it
yeah.
out of our harbor. A company went out of business. or
Don't you
whatever.
want our recycle? No.
No.
Go away.
I guess the company was out of business and they just abandoned the ship there, and
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
so now the government had to pick it up. Their responsibility. Their company.
Well,
that went out of
fuck
business.
you, company that went out of business. Making Canada look bad. Assholes. Revoke their license to ever have a company again.
I just remember this because the right-wing media, the fucking MSNBC, Fox News was harping on it, saying like, "Oh, you think Canada's so great? Well, look, they're leaving trash in other countries for other countries to clean up." I'm like, what?
Yes, because that's something we do
Motherfucker, we bomb other
habitually
countries.
all the time, and that one incident totally wasn't an aberration and
I know,
nothing to
right?
do with our government
They
at
had to
all,
do-
actually.
They had a deal originally to sell their trash
Yeah.
to them, and they had like a recycle system there, that whole setup there.
Yeah.
But they changed what they're doing and they don't accept it anymore.
Yeah. So they just left the boat there.
Well, the company went out of business and during that process.
Yeah.
Changeover, I guess.
And they just left the boat there.
They probably had
Canada
such a fine
things are
line of
so
profit.
perfect, but here they are doing exactly what we do.
Yeah.
I imagine their profits are really narrow.
How dare they
Yeah.
copy us?
All right.
That's probably.
So, news. We got a big pile of news to get through today. Thanks, as always, to our resident news hound, Mr. Raptor Rivera.
Words from my mouth up there.
There you go. Okay, so let's see. Oh, well. I can't talk because my mouth doesn't move. This is a... Hello, I'm a robot now, apparently.
Cyber Sean.
I'm Cyber Sean. Alright.
Thanks, Buff Daddy. Bill.
Now I can breathe again. And thank you, Buff Daddy Bill. Much appreciated, dude. 5 months. Boom. Excellent. Let's see here. This don't look like no Dalek to me. Yeah, well, no. It was a Cyberman. Well, not really. Anyway, just a nice little message here from Raptor. He says, before we get into the cram news, I would be remiss if we didn't say happy birthday to the host of SNI, your favorite Canuck and mine, Zaranizrak. Ah, thank you so much, Raptor. Says, whether trying to put a shelf together while drunk or crapping his pants on camera, it's never been a bore with Z around. Entertainer, friend, father, we love you, buddy. Ah,
Good memory.
my heart.
You're on Twitch, by the way.
Two of the best memories on camera. Drunk shelf building and shit in your pants.
That's
Hey,
right.
I don't want to rape anybody. I don't want to party. That's my.
No, I don't want to rape anybody. I just
Like I
want
said,
to
my
party.
personal favorite one,
Yeah.
getting so drunk off of Mexican tequila that you think your camera sitting next to you is the funniest damn thing you've ever seen.
So weird. You
That
were
one's
so
going
gone.
back a bit. Wow.
That's the stick-em days where you're literally just sitting there and you're just pissing yourself laughing and staring at a camera.
Well,
That's all you're doing.
The only part about that night I remember is when I looked at all the little empty bottles of tequila in front of me. I'm like, where did all these empty bottles of tequila come from?
I remember you saying that. Like you drank them, dummy.
I didn't drink that much, did I? And I was like, yes. Like, we
Like,
watched
I'm
you
in
drink
last
every one of them.
section, I think.
And I ate every worm at the bottom of those too. So I was like, 7 bottles of
Did you trip at all?
tequila and 7 like mescaline saturated worms.
Did you trip at all?
Did I trip? I don't remember, honestly. I mean, I definitely lost some touch with reality. There's no question about that.
Understatement.
I don't know how much. I don't know if any of that actually survives in recorded form. I think it was before we could actually record. But
I remember seeing video of it at some point.
I have some drinking night videos, but I don't know if I have that one specifically.
I think that might have just been a personal night.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
recording it. I mean, we were live. And
Yeah.
open,
I
remember
but we
seeing
were
you get
not.
drunk off
At the
little
time,
bottles,
we
though.
weren't recording it.
No, it was hard to record off Stickam. It
Screen
wasn't
share.
like this. Like,
Screen capturing.
how we
Right.
can do all this. Yeah, and screen capturing was still kind of in its infancy, and
Yeah, that memory and
a lot of
that
options.
really, really old memory of when Skinslip tripped and almost spilled Cheetos.
I fell all
'Cause
over
y-
Alex because it was so
Yeah,
drunk.
because you were.
Oh,
so,
yeah, yeah, I remember
you
that.
guys got so fucking drunk, and you went to go get Cheetos, and you put it in a bowl, and you came back, and you're
And
just
I-
like, oh
The
god.
thing about my drunk is I get more chatty and friendly and,
Yeah.
and really aggressive when I'm drunk, but like other than like my personality, like walking, I generally don't ever have any problems. So
No,
on the rare in which I'm just like, oh,
It's hilarious. I remember
Yeah.
that you're like falling all over Eric or Alex, and
Alex.
he's just like, "Get off of me!" Like, what are you doing?
Halloween. Oh, I still have to pee a lot because
That was
Those
a
were
funny
the-
one. That
those
one
were
I
the
think
crack-
that one we do have
I-
recorded
I
somewhere.
have issues with my bladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are the Kraken Black Rum days.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was when that. By the way, I got really sick off that because I still had my gallbladder and I didn't know that was causing that.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
would drink the Medicaid before weed.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
before I did my weed, so drinking the Medicaid and it
Alright.
was making me sick every morning.
Yeah. So okay, a few trailers came out this week. We got the official trailer for the returning horror Candyman, Produced and co-written by Jordan Peele. A desperate artist discovers the
I didn't
story.
get to see the trailer yet, but
A desperate artist discovers the story of Candyman, which he initially uses as inspiration for his paintings, but unfortunately begins to lose his sanity and unleashes a wave of violence, leading him to face his destiny. Candyman 2020 serves as a sequel to the 1992 original, similar to 2018's Halloween, and ignoring the previous or the subsequent entries.
It's got the second entries are okay, but
So it's going all the way back to the first one and just being a direct sequel. From
Direct
that.
sequel to the first one. Interesting.
I heard from someone else it was a remake, right? And I'll tell you what, I was watching the trailer, I'm like, that's Tony Todd's shadow. I know what Tony Todd's shadow is.
I love Tony Todd. Yeah.
I've met Tony Todd several times. He follows me on Twitter. We're friendly. Like,
yeah, he's a nice guy.
In the sense that, like on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, likes my posts every now and then. It's kind of weird. I'm like, really? I don't know. Like, why that post? It's always some weird one, too.
Yeah.
Okay, well. But, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I know that motherfucker's outline like that. He's got a very distinct shape. He's Tony Todd shape. You know?
Yes.
There's,
Tony Todd shape.
I know, but I'm like,
there's
oh,
the
that's
distinct
Tony
Tony Todd shape.
Before I realized it was a sequel, I thought it was a remake. Like, oh, they just cast Tony Todd. This is like a remake. I'm cool with that.
Sequel make. Yeah.
It still might still be a sequel make. You're gonna get all the Candyman lore retold to you.
Yeah.
As it was the first movie.
I've never actually seen the Candyman movies. It's one of the franchises that I have still yet to dive into. I know.
Movie is so good. Talks about gentrification, race issues in America.
Nice.
Specifically in Chicago's green section.
Yeah, I know it's the thing most people know Tony Todd from. I mean, I've seen him. He's been in a lot of genre films over the years. I always remember him as the coroner guy in the Final Destination movies. He's kind of like the wise.
Got because of Candyman.
The wise mortician.
The thing about the first Candyman is a subtext laden masterpiece of horror, and the other two movies are just generic slasher films.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, with Tony Todd being awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
of course, because it's Tony
Todd's
Todd.
really bad.
Yeah, of course.
The best part of everything he's in, usually.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so definitely.
We watched that actually, and I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I have to see it. I might actually have it. I think I might have it on DVD somewhere. Like,
there was a really cheap DVD for a long time.
Somebody.
If you don't, it should still be on Netflix.
I'll check the show. I might only have.
Or it might be on Amazon Prime. Either one.
It might be like one of the sequels and not the first one. I don't remember. Anyway, I'll dig through my.
Scream Factory released Farewell to the Flesh.
That's the second one, I think. Yeah.
I don't remember. The third one was something else. Like, all I remember the third one is Tony Todd was the only thing worthwhile about it.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. All right. Official trailer for the animated feature Rumble. In a world where monster wrestling is a global sport and monsters are superstar athletes, teenage Winnie seeks to follow in her father's footsteps by coaching a lovable underdog monster into a champion. Starring the voice talents of Will Arnett and Terry Crews, as well as current WWE superstars Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch. Cool.
Yeah, I actually saw the trailer from that at the theater.
That sounds fun.
And yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the idea of superstar monster wrestlers.
Imagine like a
it's already
goofy.
been done before.
It's literally, from what I could tell from the trailer, it's literally a goofy version of Robot Jocks, but with monsters.
Yeah.
The difference here is this actually looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's known as Monster Brawl, which was a horror movie, by the way, from a couple years ago.
I like Robot Jocks. I like that a lot.
I love Robot
Rosie
Jocks.
really liked that one too. Actually, she was really blown away by the effects in it.
Definitely a likely candidate for movie gaming. By the way, can I throw my piece of news out here?
Can we wait until a more appropriate moment instead of in the middle of the news feed here?
It's a movie news thing.
Well, I'm still finishing the trailers here. Official trailer for the Amazon original series Tales from the Loop, which actually sounds really cool. The townspeople who live above the Loop, a machine built to unlock and explore the mysteries of the universe, experience things previously consigned to the realm of science fiction. Okay, I thought there was more of a description than that. But anyway, it sounds really cool. It's apparently based on a series of books. The cover artist for the books did a bunch of promotional posters for the series in the same style of artwork, but incorporating, or actually, in a lot of ways, the same layout, but incorporating the characters as they are portrayed in the show, like by the like likenesses of the actors, but like similar but different. So they kind of evoke the same feeling as the book covers. I saw a tweet about it. And that was the first I'd heard about the show, and I was like, I've never heard of this, but I'm already intrigued just from these posters. So, it's because they've disappeared. I was just about to turn over the thing.
I'm picking my nose.
News.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I have no shame.
So now, movie TV news. And
Sorry,
speaking of Robot Jocks maybe being a movie gangbang episode, hey, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
As of
Skinslip?
3 days ago, Movie Gaming has launched. It has its own YouTube channel, which doesn't have a unique URL yet because I don't have enough subscribers. So if you're interested in the Movie Gangbang's content, I've put 6 highlights from Hell Comes to Frogtown. I don't have enough viewers or time uploaded to upload long videos yet, but
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's coming back, and I'm going to announce the first movie back will be Taming the T-Rex. So everyone needs to harass Stoudman about sending my shit. He's now got most money. He's been mostly paid at this point.
There is a Twitter
planning to
as
send it
well.
next week.
You can at least follow the
There's a
Twitter
Twitter, too.
and get updates about when that's coming back and what's coming and how you can
I'll drop a link to that.
watch and stuff like that. I would assume it'll be streamed on Twitch.
I'm gonna go pick it up
And then
right
It
now
will be
and
streamed
shove it
live
in
on
your
Twitch
face.
under the title Movie Gang. Can't use the word gang bang
Yeah.
because that's just the way it is.
Or maybe
we'll
bang
tell.
with an apostrophe asterisk in it or something.
Yeah, we might. It depends. It depends on if
Or an
their
at symbol.
AI catches it.
Yeah.
The AI might catch that though, so I don't know.
Hey, look at this cool movie here. This
Oh,
movie
look at that.
Looks pretty awesome.
That looks cool.
And
I
it's
like
got
that.
Like a lenticular cover.
I got the
and
Blu-ray
everything.
edition, right?
I like that cover of that.
Yes, you got. The
Actually, I
Blu-ray.
think that's the
Okay, good.
VCD there. That's the VCD.
So beautiful.
Glorious 352 by 240 resolution.
But it says Movie Gang Bang. I was gonna call it another Movie Gang Bang, but I said, you know what? Fuck that.
No, no.
I own Movie Gang Bang. It's Movie Gang Bang.
It is
That's
a.
it.
Well, it's like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 came back. They still call it Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's the new season. You know?
Now they do riff tracks. They do 2 things now. Kinda
Yes.
funny.
There you go.
They get paid twice a year.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, I never got to mention it, Skinslip. That
Yeah.
video, that Riff Tracks video you sent me with the music video of Space Mutiny.
Yeah, wasn't it amazing?
That was glorious.
Space Mutiny of Love. Mutiny of
Space
Love.
Mutiny of Love.
Kevin Murphy recorded that in his fucking office.
By the way,
I know.
speaking of that MST3K reboot, the Netflix one that everybody watched and I think was fairly well received. I thought it was really good.
I liked it.
Canceled.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Not
been
enough people
canceled.
watched it. That's all.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
That's how it usually is. With
And I was
thought-
one of the
kind of
people
these
who
shows.
didn't watch it. Oh.
I thought it was a really good revival of it. I thought it was very well done. But
I wanted to watch it. I just never got around to it.
I watched the
Well,
first few,
Let's watch it then.
so I enjoyed it. Exactly.
The
Okay.
thing
Well,
is,
so cool stuff. So Movie
I
Gangbang is
believe
coming back.
They just did a Kickstarter for the new riff track, so they're like just plowing forward like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they weren't as, I don't know how heavily involved the original guys were with it, but I think they were writers on it.
I think they were
but
all
that
writing
was-
for it,
yeah,
the new show.
yeah.
So they were like on the writing end of it. So they would like not tour for part of that.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Movie TV news. A man who may be the second most important person in the history of Disney, behind only Walt himself, is stepping down. Bob Iger has stepped down as CEO of the Walt Disney Company, effective immediately. Bob Chapek is the new CEO. The board of directors announced on Tuesday. He most recently served as chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. Well, there you go. So that's it. Bob Iger. So another Bob.
Well,
What was that?
Bob,
Wasn't it Bob Eisner? What was the Eisner guy who was the head of
Michael
Disney?
Eisner.
Michael Eisner. Damn it! I wanted it to be just a string of Bobs as the CEO of Disney, but
May he burn in forever hell. I mean,
ruined.
what? I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, the whole
ruins
joke
my
about
fun.
Michael Eisner was like, every time you talk to him, he'd have a hat for you. He'd just go, "Come to Disneyland." He'd just go, "Bring money." I was like,
yeah, right. Michael Eisner.
Eisenberg, you know.
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
In a statement, Iger said the following: "With the successful launch of Disney's direct-to-consumer businesses and the integration of 21st Century Fox well underway, I believe this is the optimal time to transition to a new CEO." Well, it's definitely going to be a whole new ballgame with having basically a whole other movie studio under the same umbrella of entertainment empire.
I mean, that's what Nintendo's learning that one right now with Doug Bowser.
Oh, yeah?
He's the new CEO and president of Nintendo.
Bowser.
We will miss you, Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Hey, he retired of his own volition.
Oh yeah, he retired a very happy man, and we all love and respect him for that.
Well, holy shit, okay.
This may not have been a friendly restructuring.
Let me put it this way when it comes to Reggie, all right? When it comes to Reggie, it's important to note what happened at the Video Game Awards recently.
Mm-hmm.
Because they brought him on to announce the winner of I think it was the Independent Game Award of the year, winner of that award, and he spent, no fucking joke, 10 minutes prattling on about fucking indie games and how fucking important they are to the industry, and every motherfucker in that room stayed quiet the whole fucking time because you respect Reggie even when he's going on.
Oh yeah, even though he has nothing to do with the game industry at all anymore, whenever he makes an appearance at like the VGAs or something, people flip their shit for Reggie.
Was it like Mr. T going on about his mom during the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yeah, kind of.
It wasn't that funny, but it was.
That might be one.
It was just really long, and it was just like, wow.
I watched that live, and that was hilarious.
Well, Mr. T really loves his mom. What can I say? I mean,
they tried to interrupt him 3 times with music. It was amazing.
It's like, fuck you, I'm Mr. T. I'll be done when I'm done.
They didn't try to interrupt
My mother. You leave my mother alone.
I pity the fool. Doesn't let me talk about my mother.
They edited most of it down on the stream now, so you can't see the original thing.
Really?
I love my mom on Monday, my mama on Tuesday.
Oh, that's what that's. I love Mr. T.
Father's Day. I love my mom. He was like, I was like, okay.
Mr. T was like the man for my childhood.
I mean,
like he was.
I respect him. That was just funny. He was like, wow,
great.
okay. There's nothing place to start going on about your mom.
He's a very genuine human being too. He's just really good.
Oh yeah.
He's very passionate about thanking his mom. I respect that.
He's also really good to his fans. Like anytime there's like a public appearance or something, he always makes sure everybody wants to meet him. He has a chance to meet him and everything. He's very, loves his fans.
Yeah. I'm not thinking ill of him. He just went on about his mom for so long.
The second season, I really need to see the first season of this, of DC's Harley Quinn animated series has added 2 new cast members. In Mr. Freeze, voiced by Alfred Molina of Spider-Man 2 fame, and Catwoman, voiced by Sana Lathan, who previously voiced Cleveland's wife Donna on Family Guy. Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
The second season premieres April 5th on the DC Universe streaming service. I didn't actually even know the first season had happened yet. Like, I really need to find a means of seeing that.
That's an interesting, actually.
It looked hilarious from the
pick
trailers.
for the voice of Catwoman.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of makes me wonder what kind of voice she's going to give her.
I don't know. Well,
Probably
bear in mind
not
it is a comedy. Harley Quinn is a comedy, so it's an adult comedy series. So all of it's meant to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Their take on sort of the Batman side of the DC universe, which of course Harley Quinn was spawned forth from.
Yeah, I just
very
have the
tongue-in-cheek. It's very tongue-in-cheek.
Oh. I had to withhold. So I watched wrestling earlier, and here's a nerd rage moment.
Okay.
I had to withhold nerd rage on the internet because in the middle of this, Nyla Rose, who's one of the first transgendered trans women like champions on like television.
Oh yeah.
In a prominent role, right? And she came out in Deathstroke style attire, like with the mask and everything, right? And Excalibur, one of the fucking commentators, was like, "Oh, that's one of Batman's villains." I was like, It's not Bat. I know Arkham City, but that's not Batman villain.
Sorry, which villain was it? I was reading.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. He's not a Batman villain. He's a Teen Titans villain.
He's a Titan villain.
DC universe.
Actually, he's direct. If you want to be more direct, he's Teen Titans. He's Robin's main villain. The one that Robin obsesses over. You know,
he's more of a general DC threat now.
So basically, Batman then.
One game.
Buff Daddy
DC,
Bill.
That's Batman.
Buff Daddy Bill has seen Harley Quinn. He says it's awesome. So we'll have to check that out. And he's also asking, what's your thoughts on the potential demise of DC Comics? Well, that's news to me. What is something happening with them that I somehow missed?
The rumor mill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's rumor mill.
Really?
One of the hilarious parts of that is which it is true, but again, very, is the
Okay.
possibility of Marvel buying DC.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now,
Yeah.
here's what's going on. DC Comics only makes the comic end of their thing. It only makes $10 million profit every year. That's a very small profit.
That's not very much by those
No,
standards.
it's not.
Yeah.
And so what they're talking about is licensing out just firing everyone in the comics end, and then just licensing out the rights to make the comics to another company. Warner Brothers still owns all the characters,
Yeah.
but they would be like,
Oh. Okay.
"You're doing our comics for us. How about that?"
Interesting.
And that they might, and at that point, Marvel will probably never get taken. Never take it because of monopoly rule.
Yeah.
Right.
Assuming Trump's America gets the crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it'll get happened.
I mean, that's what I'm saying is, we can't
Maybe
say
my
it'll
dream will
never
finally
happen
come true.
because that possibility it does exist. It is there.
Yeah.
It can
Batman on the
happen.
Avengers.
Well, I remember.
Batman on
Very
the Avengers.
slim,
Yeah.
but it can happen.
And then Eddie will finally get his wish, and Batman will be in the Avengers.
There you go.
Me, finally.
It's about time Batman was in the Avengers.
I forgot about that joke.
Yeah. So
I was saying that'd be great. Damn it.
It's funny because we talk from time to time about how back when Marvel almost went bankrupt back in the mid '90s, and there was talk of DC buying Marvel.
Oh, yeah, in the '80s,
Yeah.
Marvel bought DC, which we talked about in the previous estimate.
Yeah, which it was going to be that way. Don't get all excited, Andy. It's rumor mill. It's rumor mill territory.
Yeah, I know.
Likely won't happen. Rumor mill.
Very
Yeah.
More than likely-
micro-sized grains of salt. Rumor mill.
More
Yeah.
than likely, an existing comic company that's not Marvel will take up the reins to produce the comics for Warner Brothers.
How about IDW? That's a possibility.
Or Valiant, or
Yeah. Well,
Dark Horse.
I was
Dark
gonna say your
Horse?
Dark Horse.
Well,
Dark Horse needs that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just
IDW
it, like-
is sufficiently large that they could handle a pantheon of characters of that size, I think. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. We'll obviously keep an eye on that. Yeah.
Top Cow is an image
I
product.
happen to know that a
Yeah,
lot of
but
people who work at DC are friends with people who work at Dark
would be
Horse.
the
Yeah.
Image Comics is
But-
still also a
But again, Stewie, like it's the thing is, it's not. It's a monopoly thing. They may
My
not
favorite
be
rumor?
allowed to buy them because it would be entering into a monopoly. They just own too much of the entertainment world under one company. You know.
Yeah.
Rumor. One of the other rumors, my favorite one, is that, oh my god, my fucking brain. We took too long and I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, well,
Robert Kirkman, who just cashed out a couple $100 million checks for Walking Dead merchandise every goddamn month.
Yeah.
He can afford to license the entire DC universe.
No.
He makes more than $10 million a year.
Well. Yeah, but it's not
I
just
mean-
about how much profit they make. It's how much they're willing to license the characters up for. How
Right.
much is that
But
going
I'm
to
saying,
cost?
like, he could, like,
You know?
make a whole new company and just be like, we've got the DC comic book characters in this universe over here.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
But
Because I mean,
I
it's.
don't foresee Marvel ever getting it, but it's not
No.
impossible. It's just not likely.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It would be actually kind of interesting though.
Very
So.
badly.
Moving on. Variety broke the news this week that after a long development process, Steven Spielberg is handing the directing reins on Indiana Jones 5 to another filmmaker for the first time in the franchise's 39-year history. Sources close to the production say while the deal isn't final, James Mangold, director of Ford vs. Ferrari, The Wolverine, and Logan, is in talks to direct. The decision to leave the director's chair was entirely Spielberg's in a desire to pass along Indy's whip to a new generation to bring their perspective to the story.
I'm fucking cool with that.
Spielberg is
actually
still
down for that because those are.
Spielberg is still attached as producer. Now talk.
I was gonna say I'm down for that because all of those Ford versus Ferrari
Ferrari.
for Darty.
Farty. For
And
Farty.
Logan and some of that were
Relax,
amazing
Farty.
films. They
Yeah.
were, you know.
And I like the extended cut of the Wolverine.
Hey.
That was quite good.
Mhm.
My emoticon, emotes were.
Wow, we can't talk
Look,
tonight.
My emotionicon.
Jesus Christ.
Look,
My
Tarna,
emotion
You're
icon.
what? Just show
Tarna.
us. Just show us in
Tarna.
pictures.
What?
Tarna. It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
Tarna.
I put Tarna from Heavy Metal.
Oh, there it is. Tarna from Heavy Metal. Very
Oh.
nice. Very nice. Look at that. It is Tarna.
Also from my bit leaders, I've got a Gyron from Gamera, the knife head guy.
Nice.
It's like, okay, how many syllables? Three syllables? Okay.
My emotionicon.
We're all out of
My
whack.
emotions
Hey, look, here he is.
have been
Knife head.
approved.
Bam. I also got Goyrun from.
I'm allowed to feel now. Okay. Creed 3 is currently in early development with Zach Balin, writer of the
Oh, wow.
upcoming Serena and Venus Williams biography King Richard, penning the script. Very cool.
How
That is-
far are they going to take that?
I don't know. I mean, it's
Until they stop
essentially
making money.
Creed 3,
And
a.k.a.
that's it right there.
Rocky 9.
There were 6
You
Rockies,
know,
you know. There were 6 Rockies.
there were 6 Rockies.
And
So
there's
maybe
some
they'll
other-
do
Dude,
six
no, need to
Creeds.
go beyond 3? No, but listen, money.
Yeah. As long as
I haven't seen the
people
first one. I haven't seen either one.
wanna
Creed
keep going.
5. Creed fights the Martians.
Yeah, I remember when this news broke earlier this week. The Wet Bandit Slayer himself, Macaulay Culkin, has landed a role on the 10th season of American Horror Story. So,
Yep.
Oh, cool.
it's pretty cool. It says,
That's
I,
actually
remember
one of the few pieces.
I saw his tweet about it. He says, so, it's kind of weird when you wake up and see yourself trending on Twitter. Can someone fill me in on what it's about this time? So it's
Let me know why
like,
I'm
congratulations back, American Horror Story, woo! I was so
You know,
excited.
WWE just had a pay-per-view during the week on Saudi Arabia that was so bad that Macaulay Culkin actually said he canceled his subscription to
To
WWE Network.
oh, the
He was like, I canceled my WWE Network subscription because it's too bad. now."
WWE. Oh, that's yeah. Well, that's why you
Yeah.
canceled yours as well, wasn't it? For
Yeah,
the-
oh yeah, but I did
yeah.
it like 2 fucking years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
I was tired of having my emotions played with in the wrong ways.
Yeah.
Not in the fun ways.
Fair
Not
enough.
like Game of Thrones.
No.
Like in this case, we love a character and then we just fucking kill them because we loved them, not because it
Yeah.
was the right time to kill them. You know.
I have things to say about Game of Thrones, but I'm saving that for the end of the show.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know there was something to
Just
say about it
String
right
people
now.
along
Oh,
who are watching right now to make them want to keep watching. I'm
okay.
going to go off some motherfucker.
Ginger bastard.
He's gonna talk about Game of Thrones and like in ways you've never heard anyone talk about it before. So you want to stick around for that.
Using his mouth.
Not
and-
inaccurate.
Pushing air past his vocal cords to make noise, and then use his
Oh,
mouth to
no,
form
no.
those noises into words.
like Bobcat Goldthwait there.
Me too, man, crime. I was also tired of having my intelligence insulted.
Yeah.
Stupid. Every time
Um,
you'd fall in love with a character, they would be like, "Oh, that person's getting over. Let's bury them because it's not the person we wanted."
oh.
That's not
that's-
how this works. The
No,
fans
it's
make
supposed to
stars.
be. Yeah.
It's totally how it works. How it's always worked.
Take a cue from the 80s. Come on.
Yep.
Back when it
Exactly.
was done as a proper superhero soap opera, essentially.
Yep.
The Sci-Fi Channel has given a 10-episode order for a series based on George A. Romero's classic zombie film Day of the Dead. While the original 1985 film followed a small group of military officers and scientists who dwell in an underground bunker as the world above is overrun by zombies, the sci-fi series sounds a bit different. Day of the Dead is the intense story of 6 strangers trying to survive the first 24 hours of an undead invasion. Interesting. So it'd be like the beginnings of...
Choke on him! Choke on
Wait,
him!
it's interesting to note. I loved the George Romero films, but
Yeah.
they are actually set in the decades they've taken, basically. Because
Yeah.
not really, but the idea is it's like at stages in the affection, right? So
That's how I always
you-
took them, yeah.
yeah. And they also represented the decade they were made in.
Actually,
Yeah.
the more that I think about it, you know what this sounds like?
Hmm.
It sounds like a remake of Diary of the Dead.
Like
Like
Was
kind
it?
of like a
That
redo of that.
I
Because
didn't
it
see
was a
that
diary
again.
with the first
Yep.
24 hours.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Which
haven't
was
seen it in a
actually
long
decent
time.
one.
I thought it was
Diary of the
okay.
Dead decent. Survival was
I didn't-
bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't hate Diary of the Dead. Everyone hated it. I'm like, yeah, it's not the strongest one, but it was
No.
interesting.
Which
Not
one is
the
the
best.
one with which is the one with John Leguizamo?
That's Land of the Dead. I
Land
love
of the
Land
Dead.
of the Dead.
That one
Land
I
of the Dead.
gets on.
that one I
everyone
need
shits on that
to.
one, barely.
I did not like it when I first saw it. I have it again now. I need to rewatch
Man.
it. I have the Scream Factory
I can't get
release.
And
Dead
sadly,
Reckoning
on my
back
end, has a
online.
clunky as fuck video game called Road to Fiddler's Green.
Yay!
That game is awful.
It's so
But no,
bad.
Land of the Dead is awesome, and it'll get its place eventually.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
I believe it.
James Gunn's The Suicide Squad wrapped production this week.
I did, yes.
There you go.
Cool.
Looking forward to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of productions, the third Jurassic World film and sixth film in the franchise started its production this week and revealed its official title, Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah.
Raptors retraction, I mistakenly said production started last week, my bad. Okay. It's okay, Raptor, we forgive you.
My
I swear they're
problem
going to
with-
run
just
out of
excited.
epic words in the thesaurus.
Yeah.
The main crux of the problem with Survival of the Dead is, while prior movies you never see anyone who died of natural causes rise from the dead, everyone has been bitten or scratched, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the one movie where there's a definitive answer that everyone who dies comes back.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it having a definitive answer. I liked it being nebulous. So that was just my own choice.
I always
Some people
assumed
don't-
that it was just this thing that if you die now, you will come back as a zombie. I didn't think it was always dependent on bites or scratches.
I did too, but
Hold it!
I
Hold
think-
it! Hold it! Who was that? Major Matoko. Where the hell is the thing?
Wow,
It was
Dr.
25
Who
bucks.
audiobook.
Holy shit. Oh, it's the audiobook bundle. It's the Doctor Who audio and comic bundle, the Humble Bundle.
Just-
Thank you
oh my
so
god!
much,
Someone
dude.
buy 55 gallon of lube, please.
I was trying to see where it was. No,
5-gallon drum of
that's
lube.
not. That's the Humble Bundle. There's a Humble Bundle this week
Oh.
of Doctor Who books and comics.
Not the
I thought it was
Humble
an
Bundle.
Amazon purchase.
No,
Oh my
no.
God,
It doesn't
Someone
post
should troll
those.
with weird
It
Amazon
doesn't post those. I wish it did because I would love for people to do that.
I would love to see what people bought through it.
Personal
I don't want to know
massager.
who it was, just what they bought.
10-gallon drum of anal lube. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want the name. I like the anonymity. That's
I
fine.
said
that.
I just want to know what they bought.
After the laughter dies, you're just
Yeah.
sitting there staring at it. What the fuck am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, I know.
You
Wow.
just cancel the order. before
You're
you
gonna have like 5 years worth of incredible anal stimulation.
For all sorts of fun things.
Any long round object you find in your house.
There you go.
Most people who
They'll
buy it
have
at
plenty of
launch-
lube for
Yeah,
it.
you get to spend the next few years
Most
seeing
people-
what you can make fit.
Most people who buy large drums like that are actually special effects.
Oh God.
Because you know the slime and ooey gooey stuff in movies. That's such lubricant.
It's
usually.
usually KY jelly, which is also a
Yeah.
lubricant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people who buy those
Yeah.
big
After-
drums are usually
after the
special
after
effects
the
people.
5 years, shit
Yeah.
is literally just gonna like fall out of your ass at that point.
Clenching? What
What do you-
clenching?
I don't have to push anymore.
Wow, did this ever go?
All out.
This went to some horrible places. Carrying on with the news here, the modern take on an old classic, Leigh Whannell's The Invisible Man, and the action comedy Guns Akimbo both hit theaters this week. Apparently, The Invisible Man is fucking great. It's supposed to be really good.
As long as someone's
I really
not
want
eating
to see it.
crisps right behind you, apparently.
Yeah. Yes, as long as someone isn't eating crisps during all the quiet
Ryan.
parts for the first hour of
Ryan.
the movie.
Remember that.
Right, Luke Ryan of Razor Wire Reviews? Luke Ryan?
We love you. Just thought that was
Intense.
funny.
Quiet, intense
We
moment.
were
and
laughing at your tweets lamenting about noisy theater patrons earlier. Definitely feel your pain there, brother. I have had some similar experiences. Try Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. For the first 2 hours of it, 3 douchebags sitting in front of me making stupid jokes and giggling and being idiots for like the whole movie. Like when Bilbo's introduced. Bilbo! Did you say dildo? Like, oh my god, I'm going to kick the back of your chair, and oops, I missed the back of your chair and kicked the back of your head!
I've dumped cups of ice on people who are talking.
Whoops! Sorry.
Oh fuck! I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Oh god.
I don't know what
At
happened
least
there.
I feel good about that. I'm like, that's
So
really.
yeah, that was my
good.
first experience
yeah,
with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, no, I
wanting
made
to
someone-
kill the people in front of me.
I really heard someone making them sticky.
That other trailer I saw in theaters, The Guns Akimbo.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just watching the trailer. That is uncomfortable. Because like your hands hurt. Looking at that, you're just like, oh god, damn it. Because like they did a zoom in on like obviously because it's like if you've seen the trailer, the hands are all like freaking nailed and screwed to guns.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And one of them is like a big fucking bolt like this, and
Yeah.
it's right through the top of his palm. And you're just
Gnarly
like,
as shit.
oh fuck, man.
I can't wait to see it. It looks
There
wild.
was- What
And
was it
that's
I watched
those pictures
recently?
we got a few years ago of,
I
of
forget-
Elijah Wood going ah down the middle of the street.
Oh, that's the one with Elijah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Love Elijah Wood. I will see anything that he's in, basically. I forget what it was I was watching recently. There was a scene where a woman gets her hand jammed in a drawer, and she's trying to pull it out, and like the skin is tearing off of her hand, and fuck, I forget.
Oh, the Taking of Deborah Logan.
No, it was a
I would
recent.
say there's that.
No, it was a
That's a
recent
great
movie. It was a recent movie.
Oh, recent one. That's the
That's
one I
recent,
remember
too.
is when
That's
they
from
have
a
her
couple years
strapped
ago.
down in the hospital bed.
Was it It wasn't Doctor Sleep. No, it wasn't.
No,
Dr.
Daniel
Sleep.
Radcliffe. Sorry, not Elijah Wood.
Daniel Radcliffe. I'll see
You
him
just
in
did.
pretty
You
much
pulled
anything,
a
too.
thing. I did that the last two SNIs.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
a thing now.
I don't remember what it was. It was
I
something.
get those
that-
two confused.
It was something
too.
that I watched recently. What did I watch recently? It was Terminator. Wasn't that Doctor Sleep? Might have been Doctor Sleep.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How else did I watch? I watched the third one. What was the third one I watched last week?
A third one.
I watched like 3 new movies last week. Was it Doctor
one
Sleep? It was
movie-
Doctor Sleep, Brinsley? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Doctor Sleep.
It was
and then
Doctor
there's
Sleep. Joker
another
was the other one.
one.
Thank you, Brinsley. Okay, it was
Called
Doctor Sleep. There's a
Joker.
hand mutilation scene in Doctor Sleep. Sorry, spoiler. What?
That'd be called a trigger warning instead.
Trigger warning. Hand mutilation. Yeah. Apparently that's a Mike
Spoiler.
Flanagan thing. All of his movies have some aspect of hand mutilation or like injury in them.
You can tell it's a
That just reminds me of Gerald's game.
So, yeah. No, they had
Did you watch that with me?
they talk about that in the behind the scenes where it's like, it's a Mike Flanagan movie if someone gets one of their hands fucked up in some way. So, anyway, good stuff. Dr. Sleep was awesome. Anyway, let's see here.
Matthew Gerald game.
Let's see. Okay, so we'll get let's see, we'll do the video game news after just so Garbage Gamer can do his thing.
Yep.
Comic news, you got an announcement trailer for Star Wars The High Republic. Set 200 years prior to the events of Star Wars The Phantom Menace, the Galactic Republic and Jedi Order are at their height, serving and protecting the galaxy, featuring brand new stories from 5 authors set in an all-new era. Very nice. So that's actually a period we haven't really
yeah.
seen covered before. So we either had like way back in the old Republic days or modern day with Phantom Menace up.
It's like
But
between there.
so it's somewhere in the middle there, yeah. That's
High
pretty
Republic
cool.
I like
starring
that.
Jay and Silent Bob.
They described it. They described it as having more of like a Western feel to it, and I'm like,
Ah.
yes.
Yeah, I'd be down with
Yes.
that. Because Star Wars has a Western feel to it anyway.
It's
It's
always,
like
yeah,
it's like a
always been- it's
Western
always had
plus
that little twinge of it to it.
yeah.
But when you tell Star Wars fans that it's a Western
Okay,
space,
tell
they
me
get
like
really pissed off at you,
The
and
space
it's like,
opera. It's a
dude,
space Western.
The Mandalorian is a fucking Western. It's like a Western
God.
meets Lone
Oh,
Wolf
yeah.
and Cub. Like that's exactly what it
Literally,
is.
it's Lone Wolf.
It is literally
Literally.
Lone Wolf and Cub, yeah. But it's like a
Star
space
Wars
Western.
is Western. Oh my God!
You're dumb.
George Lucas
Star Wars
himself
is a
has said
Western. I know Gene Roddenberry said Star Trek was a wagon train to the stars, but that was really just to get the money to make the damn show. Star Wars is a wagon train to the stars. Well, really, it's
For
not a
God's
wagon
sakes,
train. It's
Boba
just
Fett
a
is called a
western.
bounty hunter.
It's actually a whole lot of high noon.
I mean, look
lot
at
of
the
high noon.
fucking cantina. It's a Wild West
Unbelievable.
saloon. It's
This guy
Yeah.
says he's a Star Wars fan,
Oh,
but he doesn't even have the
There you go.
Ewok
Thank you,
movies.
JL.
Those are the best ones. How
Hey,
can
that's
you
not a
call
real
yourself
Star
a
Wars.
real
That's
Star
much
Wars
nicer than the
fan
old
if
alert.
you don't have the original
very
Ewok
fitting
movies.
time to use it.
Yeah. As Michael says, I hope the higher and hi Michael, by the way, welcome. Glad you could make it, dude. I got your package. I haven't opened it yet, but I got your package. I wanted to make sure you were here before I did.
Oh, that's
Um,
what that is.
So yeah, I hope the High Republic gets a good enough response that we might get a High Republic show or batch of films. Yeah, maybe some games set in that era. That'd be cool.
Anything.
Basically
Literally
anything. Like, yeah, just new Star Wars
High
era.
Republic, made by the people who did the Old Republic. Go.
There you go.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
I think I mentioned
Okay.
this before, but I would love a movie, a TV show, or something expanding on Dash Rendar.
Yeah,
I would love
his
it.
from Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because we
They
haven't
just
really
make
had much
Shadow of the
beyond
Empire.
that storyline and only that
Just
storyline.
do
That-
an animated film of Shadows of the
Yeah.
Empire. We don't
Yeah.
need-
There you
like,
go.
top-
Yeah,
top-
just that, I mean, that right there was a pretty good story in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I think most people considered it canon at the time.
I think it is.
There's a nice kind of side story to the original trilogy. Yeah, and then in memoriam, couple of RIPs this week. Lawrence Tesler worked at a number of Silicon Valley's most important companies, including Apple under Steve Jobs. It was as a young researcher for Xerox at its Palo Alto Research Center in the 1970s. Oh, this is the Park Project, wasn't it? I know all about that.
Yep.
That he did his most significant work, helping to develop today's style of computer interaction based on a graphical desktop metaphor and a mouse. That was actually where Steve Jobs got the idea for the mouse. Was he was given a tour of the Xerox Park Project, and that's where they had it. And it wasn't just that. The Xerox Park Project was where a lot of today's computer technology started, was at this one project.
Stolen by Apple.
And Apple stole some of it. Other companies stole other aspects of it. The point is,
Yep.
Xerox did not get any credit for it, which is unfortunate because they're the ones who developed it. So,
Back in the era when they were leaders of invention.
yeah, if you watch, there's a great PBS documentary from the 90s called Triumph of the Nerds, and it goes up to the introduction of Windows 95, so just to give you an idea of the era there. But in that, they have a big interview section. Well, they interview both Bill Gates and Steve Jobs quite extensively in it, and Steve Jobs talks about when he was given a tour of the Xerox Park Project, and how when he saw the mouse moving at this time it wasn't a pointer, it was just the cursor. The mouse would move the cursor around the screen. Because remember, everything was just keyboard-based at this time. And that alone blew his mind, and he saw the possibilities of that. Like turning it not just from a text-based interface where the mouse moves the cursor, but having a graphical interface with a pointer. And that's what changed everything. See, we got this.
That
See,
moment
this,
that we have
this
now.
thing flitting around the screen, that's thanks to the Xerox Park Project. So that was the dude. Lawrence Tesler was the dude. There you go.
The movie Pirates of Silicon Valley actually
We-
picked that
We
sequence.
raise White Russians in honor of the dude.
That's right. Yeah. So thank you, Lawrence
Parts of
Tesler.
Silicon Valley is
for being-
so underrated.
Thank you, Lawrence Tesler, for being one of the fathers of modern computing. You definitely deserved more credit.
We literally wouldn't be here without you. Literally.
Yeah.
Quite
And
literally.
Kazuhisa Hashimoto, Japanese video game producer whose Konami code, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start, allowed players to cheat their way to superhuman strength, additional firepower, and extra lives. There you go. The man who gave us the Konami code has passed away.
Yep.
So,
All the way back since
Rest in peace, you
1986, where it first
magnificent bastard.
first appeared in Gradius.
and I guess that's kind of the first time I experienced it was playing Life Force, a sort of sidequel to Gradius.
Yep.
Which I loved. And in that one, it gave you extra lives. Which I
Yep.
cannot see how
Everyone
you could
was-
finish the game without those extra lives.
Yeah,
It's
you could.
very hard.
If you're
The
really
code,
good
the
at
code over the
memorizing
years has
everything.
gone
Yeah.
under several names. The two most popular, obviously, being the Konami code,
Yes.
and the other one being the Contra code,
Oh, okay.
because that's
yeah.
where most people remember the code.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Because
guess
it
I
gives
could
you
go
party
live.
live.
Actually,
And
like
because
that
it
too,
was
though.
so,
Apparently.
it was borderline required to get through the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know
Maybe
people can do
30
it in
lives.
without losing a single life, but they've played the game thousands and thousands of times. They know every
They just
moment.
know
or
all
every
the
bullet
Oh yeah,
going
patterns,
those are the
go.
only people that could do it without the code.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mere mortals.
And yeah,
however.
there's actually two
It's really
specifically for Contra. There are two versions of that code.
Yeah.
Is there really?
There's
What's the other
yeah,
code?
there's up down it's up down down left right BA start,
Mhm.
and then there's up down left right BA select start, and
Okay.
select start does the code
Okay.
for 2 players
Oh.
in Contra.
Okay, yeah,
I had no
Major
idea.
Motoko, the Life Force one was the same. It would give you 30 extra lives. And the limit was you could do it 3 times. And that was it. You couldn't do it unlimitedly. So
So you got 90 lives total.
you got 90 lives. And it was just
through the
enough
game.
to finish the game.
Just
Actually, I remember the nice thing about Life Force is when you would die, you would stay in the same spot where you died and just carry on. So you could just, if it was a really difficult spot, you could just die a few times to float through it and then carry on. But it was definitely the most forgiving shoot 'em up I think I ever played from that era in that regard.
Sounds
But
very forgiving,
yeah, because it would just you would lose your weapons, but you'd still have the same position in the level. So yeah.
You know it's a hard game when you require iframes to get through it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a somewhat morbid way to lead into video game news. How's the video game news looking this week, Garbage Gamer?
A lot less morbid.
Oh, good. So glad to hear it.
First thing I would like to announce and congratulate
I'm gonna have chips while
is
you do.
we are delighted to announce that world-renowned game designer Hideo Kojima received the Fellowship Award at this year's BAFTA Game Awards.
Yay! Way to go.
We
yay!
got one piece of comic book news.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Subaraya Productions signed a deal with Marvel Ultraman comic book.
Oh, Ultraman
And-
comics. Nice.
Yes, and it looks
Oh.
really good. Like the covers look great. They've released a few of the covers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I forgot about that. That was the one thing we forgot. Anyway,
okay. So congratulations, Hideo Kojima. You very well-deserved Fellowship Award
Mhm.
at the BAFTA Game Awards.
Absolutely. Product placement.
You know, starting up a company and creating their very first game being an absolute mindfuck legendary game with Death, well, obviously being Death Stranding, and
Mm-hmm.
the future tease of a possible bringing back Silent Hills.
Oh, yes, please.
He's teasing a horror game pretty hard right now,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people are going
we
like,
can't call it Silent Hill.
we can't call it
because
Silent
it's
Hills
based
because Konami still owns it.
See,
But
I love the idea of a horror game with the depth of plot that Kojima gives us in his games. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be one mindfuck of a Silent Hill game.
Yes, with really long cinematic sequences.
Next bit of news here. What was the event that we had? Was it PAX East? PAX West?
Yeah, I think that
PAX?
happened. It
Some
was
PAX.
a PAX of some sort.
A PAX event of some kind. Didn't read which one it was. PAX East, yes. There was a full gameplay demo of the new Streets of Rage game, Streets of Rage 4,
Nice.
and it looks awesome. It really does. I mean, it seems to it takes a modern take on it, but the characters, you can still like look at the character and be like, oh yeah, that's Axel.
So
You know,
this
and be
all
like, oh,
3D?
that's, you know. No, it's
Third
2D
person?
drawn.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, it's like old
Yeah,
school
it's
stuff.
not 3D. It's old school,
Mm. Nice.
and it
Question.
looks. Question.
Is Yuzo Koshiro doing the music?
I don't know.
Because
I
I
mean, I
follow
can
his
look it up.
Twitter, right? And he talks about like music projects all the time. But don't
Yeah,
recall.
that's what I wanted to mention, Major Motoko. Limited Run Games will be doing a physical release of Streets of Rage 4. Because I know
Nice.
Sean loves Limited Run games.
I love the 24-hour notice they give you for their new releases. Yeah.
The next bit of news here for all of you PS Plus owners out there, this would be a month to pay attention to the free games.
Mm.
One of the games, you're a Sonic fan, Sonic Forces is free.
Oh, I don't have that one. At least I don't think I have that one.
And the PS4 remaster of Shadow of the Colossus is also free.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So if you've never played that, been on the fence, curious about it, now is your chance to pick it up and try it. It is from Sean,
Wow.
from me,
Yes.
a high recommendation.
Oh, yeah. Also, very high frustration and rage.
Yes.
But beautiful and wonderful and worth it.
Yes. So
lot
yes,
of you saw
Shadow
me
of the
play it.
Colossus and Sonic Forces.
2 months ago.
Go. Yeah, and now is a good time. I would say if you don't have PlayStation Plus and you've been on the fence on getting it, now's a good time to just pay for a year, because the $50 you're going to pay for the year
Mm-hmm.
is worth Shadow of the Colossus alone.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
true,
it pays
yeah.
for itself and with one game, and then you have their entire back catalog of some
Honestly,
pretty decent games.
Yeah, it really is a good deal just based on the free games you get every month. Because they put out some AAA games for free every month.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go back and snag the remaster of like The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And actually, what was it last month? It was the Nathan Drake collection, the Naked Drake.
The Naked
The
Drake
na-
collection.
I thought you said the Naked Gun collection, so I was really confused.
No, the
What?
Nathan Drake collection.
That's right, yeah, the
They were
trilogy.
Naked
Sorry,
Gun
you can
collection.
get
There's
that.
a game called the Naked Gun. What? There's more than one?
So yeah, I had the Kashiya Hashimoto passing away
Mhm.
on there as my news, but we already talked about it, so I'll move on.
Oh, right, of
Um,
course.
Yeah, it's important. You know, makes sense.
But last but certainly not least, this one kind of blew up the video games section of our Discord when it got announced,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we all kind of just flipped our shit for about an hour. Is Adult Swim Games has announced with a full release trailer of Samurai Jack Battle Through Time.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Very cool.
From what I can tell from the gameplay, a beautiful recreation of the animation and art style in 3D,
Yeah,
and it plays like Devil May Cry.
nice.
And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, yes, a Samurai Jack game that plays like Devil May Cry, that's a match made in heaven right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, reserve, because there are some parts of it that do look, at the moment, look kind of clunky. But it does seem to go all the way through all eras of Samurai Jack, all the way up to the 4th season,
Mm-hmm.
with scruffy, long-beard Samurai Jack,
Nice.
with the samurai armor and shit, and guns.
Big guns.
And big guns, yes. So yeah, those are the really only big bits of news that I could really pull up and think about. I think it's worth mentioning that wasn't a weird console rumor.
No.
Those seem to be flooding the news market lately.
Oh, yeah.
We're still waiting for actual new updates
Like-
about the PS5. We're waiting for Sony to be like, hey, here's all the info.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fucking, at some random fucking time, just be like, okay, here's our presentation about PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for it,
Mhm. Okay. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands, grab some water, and then I guess pickups. Pickups!
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, I have some trauma to inflict on the entire audience with my pickup. One of my pickups.
Oh,
Great.
with your pickup. Okay.
One of my pickups.
Like I said, I have one, and I'm looking at it right now. Oh,
have
it's something.
10.
It is okay. To put it into perspective, it's something that I've wanted to get for easily 5-6 years at this point.
Sweet. Hi, kitty. Oh, hi, kitty.
And it was only until
Hi, kitty.
the stars aligned, bills were paid, and then a $1,200 tax refund came in.
Up early, but late. It's only
So-
midnight here. I meant still.
You and your refunds.
Because I do my tax.
That are rightly deserved.
Moxley winning the title. I think that's a good move. I think Jericho is
I don't get refunds.
Looking
I get
to-
to pay my taxes.
looking to do other more things more creative, and he's got a tour coming up for his band, so it's a good time to drop the title for him. Yeah, that Orange Cassidy match, I love it. There's so many hate. My chat, my Twitter stream is like, oh, Orange Cassidy's ruining the business. He's such a joke. He's a better wrestler than he could ever be. Oh my god, he's so good. It was a great match.
None of my pickups were fucking phenomenal, but they're pretty cool ones. I was pretty happy. I was like, yeah, these aren't like, whoa, that's worth like $1 million. But it's stuff I wanted, so, or something I found interesting. Sometimes that's all you get. Today, going to the thrift store, I noticed, God, Goodwill is getting so fucking bad. Like, they're just garbage now. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they're just garbage. One place they don't have, or they changed their pricing structure, so you have to buy 10 things in order to get a deal, you know, their deal that they offer. And then another place, the other Goodwill I go to, they used to have a section in their DVD section where they'd have a bunch of video games. Guess what? No longer exists.
The video game section.
It's just gone. And I asked someone, okay, do you know what happened to the video games? They used to be over here in this section, but now it looks like they've been moved somewhere else, and they're just like, because it's Goodwill, so nobody there knows what the fuck is going on, of course.
They don't get paid enough to care.
Exactly.
Their job is to make sure the hoe doesn't shit in the fucking dressing room.
So,
Like,
so
come on,
like,
they got bigger things to worry about than that dumb shit.
it's just a few things here and there that just, for fuck's sake, why am I going all the way out to this fucking part of the fucking city just to get to this fucking Goodwill if it's not going to be any good?
Because YouTube's a fucking hell site, and nobody wants to produce videos for nothing, and so we are all focused on things that actually make us money, i.e., streaming on Twitch.
Hold on.
You know.
Are you asking about us or just in general? Everybody.
Buff Daddy Bill says, I don't post YouTube videos, but why aren't people posting YouTube videos anymore? The answer is
No, I know.
YouTube's a hell site.
Asking.
That's the answer.
I'm asking Buff Daddy Bill if he's
Yeah, you
talking
guys.
about us.
Or he's talking about us. Motherfucker's
guys,
talking
okay.
to us. He's talking about us. Unless he says otherwise, I'm just gonna assume he's talking about us. If he wants to change it, that's fine.
The reason I ask is because I just want to know.
Are you drunk?
Like, are we? No, I'm tired. Nothing.
Same
One
thing.
word, hell site. One word, hell site.
I get it. Just
No,
shut
I'm
up
talking
already.
to chat.
I'm trying to.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to chat. Continue talking.
Oh, I can talk now. What I was getting at is like, I wanted to know if he had experienced other people on YouTube just not making videos anymore because, you know, after that whole thing with whatever the fuck it was.
Coppa.
Kappa, yeah.
Copa, whatever you want to call it.
Copacabana.
Yeah, tomato.
You know, after all that, I'm wondering if
Coppa.
people are noticing a fewer videos being made. I mean, I'm not making videos because I don't really have a video to make or something of interest to me to make. And quite frankly, I've gotten really tired of doing the fucking updates. The fucking, this is the movie or whatever that I got this week update, you know? I'd rather do videos about subjects that interest me, and nobody watches those videos anyways. So
Well,
I'm
you
like,
make sweet time to make them, you know. Make them your own speed then.
Don't stay up watching videos.
Currently, it's hard for me to.
when
It's
something
hard.
becomes of
Well, here's the
interest.
problem. Dad and I both live in toxic environments. Intentional or unintentional, they're toxic environments where we can't get enough creative headspace to do creative things. And we're always trying to keep our head above water. And that's all our energy.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Working?
busy too.
Yeah, and he has work on top of that. So, like, once we move out, you might see more videos from all of us. We'll have more free time and emotional space to do these things. We're not being assaulted and assailed and bothered
I
when we're
mean-
trying to get shit done.
I'll put it this way. I love to watch movies. You all know I love to watch movies.
Liar. You
And-
hate movies.
And because of my job, I now have trouble watching even one movie a week. So like, I'll watch a couple movies a week with Skinslip, right? But that's like literally the only time usually now that I get to fucking watch a movie. And it's soul sucking to be like, yeah, I can't even do the one thing I enjoy.
You guys,
know,
I've
so-
only seen 56% of my collection. It's not acceptable. I haven't had time to watch because I've been
So-
streaming mostly or depressed.
So if you're wondering why I'm not making videos, it's like because I'd rather spend my time doing the thing I rarely get, my free time doing the thing I rarely get the time to do anymore. That's
Like
the reality.
streaming at 3 in the morning, playing Farming Simulator with your friends.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to be able to do that shit. But we will probably a
I'm
lot
not
of us
gonna
will
lie,
probably
I'm
return.
actually interested in that.
So,
A lot of us will probably return to making videos when we have the creative space. We're not there yet.
exactly.
Like y'all know, I
Was
like
this
my
was someone
singing.
asking like when are you gonna make videos again?
Buff
Yeah,
Daddy Bill.
yeah, big, that-
Oh, Buff Daddy Bill.
Why
Oh
we're
yeah.
not making videos.
Why
Gotcha.
don't you answer your specific? He wasn't here, so
Oh.
why don't you explain your end of it? So,
Cause fuck YouTube. No.
yeah, really. No.
No, we already covered that. Move on.
Yes.
I was like,
Well-
next subject. That's part two. Part two.
Okay.
That's part two.
So, in my case, it all kind of came out of this whole COPPA thing and how YouTube handled it, where they had to follow this legislature, these rules or whatever, and they just kind of dumped it all on the creators to deal with it. I thought that was really shitty of YouTube to do that. And it kind of was, for me, kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I just really don't like how they've been treating smaller creators like us. And how it's so difficult to get our content seen, even by our own subscribers. Like, I can't count how many times I've had a comment from somebody who's randomly seen one of my new videos show up in their feed. And it's like, oh, dude, I didn't even know you were still making videos. Like, I subscribed to you 10 years ago. And
Like that.
and I'm like, and at the time I was just like, I never stopped making videos. Like, how is it that you were not known, that you didn't know about this and you subscribed to me? Like, that to me is a fucking broken system. If your own subscribers are not even being notified that you're creating content for them, like, how am I supposed to build my channel on a platform like that? How am I supposed to grow my audience? I've been on YouTube since fucking 2006. And I barely touched 21,000 subscribers. My ad revenue is the same now as it was 10 years ago.
I mean, I don't want to yell, please.
So, don't fucking stop me when I'm ranting. You just let me rant, alright? You don't. Just don't.
Okay.
So, yeah, so there's a lot of reasons why I'm not making videos right now is because I feel like YouTube just doesn't make it easy to get my content seen. When I do a video, like 10 years ago, I would do a video about, a movie review or something. And then I do the same kind of thing now. People are begging me, do more movie reviews. We love your movie reviews. Okay, I do more movie reviews. I put more into the production value of my movie reviews now than I certainly did 10 years ago, just because I've become a better video maker, editor, and I have the means to do more with them. I put in more effort now, and I get maybe a fifth, maybe 5% of my subscriber base actually watches the video or sees it. Or gets notified about it. 5%. What the fuck is that? So, and then it's all a matter of fighting with the algorithm, trying to put tags. You say, okay, use meta tags. Then the search engines will pick up the meta tags. Okay, I put so many fucking meta tags in. Now they're saying, oh yeah, we don't use the meta tags anymore. Put hashtags in. Okay, so I put some hashtags in. And it's like, oh, we don't even search by the hashtags anymore. Just make sure all the relevant information is in your title and that you write a fucking essay for your description so maybe the algorithm will pick it up.
180 character limit, by the way.
And
That shit.
it's ridiculous. So it's just become such a chore to make a video, to spend all the time. Ask anybody here who comes to my behind-the-scenes streams on a regular basis how much time it takes to do one of those movie review videos. Just one of those movie review videos, on the production end of it. They see it all. I stream the whole damn process, from the filming to the editing to gathering, pictures and materials that I need to incorporate into it. It's
Any
not
one
nice.
video on average takes between 4 and 6 hours to make. At
More
least.
if you're a bad editor like me.
Well, or also if you're being really meticulous about the production value. I mean, there's some of those movie reviews have taken literally days to make for like a 20-minute review video. So I posted, I get 1,000 views on it from my almost 22,000 subscriber user base. After people have begged and pleaded with me to make a movie review video, it's like, okay, well, where are all these people who wanted to fucking see this movie review? That's 1/22 of you.
Here's what's crazy about me. I got to 1,150 subscribers, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do a bunch of videos. So I started doing videos more often,
Yeah.
right? And I've just been hard stuck. It never went up.
Yeah.
No
Same.
matter how many videos, the little videos I put, it just doesn't go up.
Yeah,
So
same.
This is where I'm at. And then I don't want to be here. I make more money in the very little I make on Twitch than I did on YouTube. Put it this way,
Oh, yeah.
I make less than $1 a month on YouTube at the height of things, okay? Because I got shit revenue.
Yeah.
And I make $5 a month minimum on fucking Twitch because this guy over here gives him his fucking sub.
Yeah. I make
I
enough.
guarantee 10 usually because Stoudman gives
What?
me a sub too.
What I make on YouTube can maybe pay
More than
one
that.
bill
I love you.
a month. Like maybe my hydro or my internet. And that's it.
I don't even make that. I make $1 if I'm lucky.
Okay. What I make on Twitch pays my rent for far less work in terms of the actual work side of it that I have to put in. And I have so much fun doing these streams for you guys, you know? And I'm actually making enough to make a living off it, which is why I can do this full time now.
Don't you notice he's happier as a person?
So,
Like,
And you get to talk about the things you actually enjoy. That's the thing. All
Yeah.
the content you would normally put into a video,
Yeah.
well, more off the cuff in a stream,
yeah.
you're still putting into a stream.
Well, even
you know?
SNI, where we added the movie reviews to people on movie content, I'm doing that every week right here on SNI.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it's not a
At the end of the show,
standalone
we do-
video like you want, but this is
bad.
what
Tough titties.
the new hotness is, you know? It's like,
There's a saying that that my friend's dad used to say. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
yeah.
That's it. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You're going to get whatever you're going to get. You can either throw a fit or you can just fucking deal with it. And
I know.
that's
Well, I mean, like, people, I get comments all the time, like, when are you going to get back to doing movie stuff instead of all this Fortnite shit? And it's like, whenever, maybe never, I don't know.
when movies pay my bills.
Yeah, exactly. When those movie reviews are making enough ad revenue to pay my bills, then I will be justified in putting the 12 to 14 hours of production time into producing them for that
Yeah.
one day of a handful of views that they get.
And you're damn right.
You
You
know.
would do it and you spend the whole process of doing it.
I was making more from the streams of me making the video than I was
Yep.
making from the video itself.
Absolutely were. You were paying your rent doing that.
I
when
was
the
paying my
video
rent
itself wasn't paying your
with
rent.
the production of the video, and
That
then
wasn't paying your
and then
rent.
the video would bring in a pittance, you know.
That's YouTube. That's everyone. on
People
YouTube.
say,
That's
"Well,
what
oh,
does.
you
That's everyone.
shouldn't be all about the money." It's like, yeah, well, this is my living, so yeah, it has to be all about the money because this is how I'm putting food on my table, you know. So
Yeah. I mean, if he had like.
Oh, I know.
1,500
I know, Buff
subscribers,
Daddy
it'd be
Bill.
less story then.
you are definitely not one of the complainers. I know you've been around pretty much since the beginning. I remember. I think
just
we used.
felt like ranting about
I
it,
think we
that's all.
used to even chat on Stickam back in the day. I
Yeah,
remember
for sure.
in the YouTube chat we used to chat. I think that might be where we met actually. But yeah, I know you go way back. You're an OG. But
I don't think I ever ran into him in the stick cam days.
No.
I ran into him later.
But yeah, it was. It's been a sort of a slow, painful dying process for me as far as what's happened with the YouTube side of things. I still want to do videos, and I'm still going to do videos. I mean, at the very least, I'm still going to do something for Halloween every year. That's going to be kind of the big movie review, closer look time of year. And then I'll do other stuff just sort of scattered throughout the year. Like, I've got a bunch of DVD and Blu-ray updates kind of stacked up that I'd like to get done. And dating back to Halloween, actually, from Halloween up till, through Christmas, through birthday, up till now, I've got a whole bunch of update videos I'm going to be doing at some point. And I'm sure people will rejoice when they see them. And
Well,
then
we recorded most of the live stream days.
and then
That's
there
up
will
there.
be nothing for a long time after that as well, and be like, what happened? I thought it was back. It's like, well, it was briefly for the amount of time I had content to provide, and the update videos take very little time to actually produce, unlike a review video, which takes much longer.
It just costs money to buy things.
Yeah, that's the problem. I can't do an update if I haven't bought anything. That's kind of the point of an update. So speaking of things we
Or-
bought, pickups.
Yep. 5, 9 items?
You got 9? Okay.
5, 6, 7,
I've
8.
got-
Yeah, 9.
One big one.
Alright. Garbage Gamer has one big one. How about you,
9,
Stout?
10, 1.
Oh my god. Right when we're about to start, you were waiting for that, weren't you, Duncan? It's like, okay, they're about to be productive. And now the elf burp. God
Did
damn
you
it.
hear that?
You
The
trolls.
perfect troll.
You trolls. I thought it was JL too. I mean, we just assume it's JL.
Yeah.
But no, it was actually Duncan that time.
Oh, I'm surprised
So-
Dale's
Damn
still awake.
it, Duncan.
That is not from Revenge of the Nerds. That is from Elf. That is from Elf. There's another burp in Revenge of the Nerds that's a nice long one, but I don't think it's as long as that one.
Maybe you should
But,
switch it one day. Don't tell anybody.
Just change it to the
But-
Revenge of the Nerds
But
burp.
leave it elf
Top
burp, see if
10
anyone
movie
knows.
burps of all time.
That's right. All right,
Don't
so
sing.
let's start with Stout here, down in the lower corner next to me. Hi, Stout.
Hello.
What'd you get this
Hi.
week? Is that your stack right next to you there? Holy shit! Hey, Seth, I'm an ice cream cone. It is spreading poopy ice cream on
Oh
my head.
goodness, you are definitely soft serve.
That is a little
Yeah.
disturbing.
That's my
You're
bathroom
definitely
trip
soft
every
serve.
morning.
Hey, oh, feels
You
good.
need a second fan on your other side so you could have like 2 Mickey ear fans.
To what?
'Cause your one fan, when you turn just right, is like a Mickey ear. You had one on the other side.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah, you have one on each side. You're like, I got Mickey ears.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Alright.
Shut up.
sure.
So-
Anyway,
Hey.
hey, I have that game.
Foundation razors.
I
Yeah,
need to get that.
Yeah.
that's pretty good. I haven't played it
This
as
was
much as
like,
I should.
$7 or something like that, so I picked it up.
Yeah, some good ideas in there. Rosie's played that probably more than I have, actually.
This one was also around $7, so I picked it up.
Hey, 101
I'm
Dalmatians.
not a huge fan of this movie, but I do like it.
All right.
It's a classic Disney movie.
Some good
Can you
animation
imagine
in there.
Cruella DeVille walking around with dog skins on
Oh, yeah.
her jacket? Everyone would be like, "You're a
Yeah.
fucking weirdo, lady. Get away from me."
I know.
Fucking
great.
asshole. Who the fuck are... Alright.
Nobody skins
And then-
a dog. That's
And
just
smoking in a
Skinslip asked
Disney
if I wanted to
movie.
watch this last week, so I decided to buy it because I didn't have it yet, so...
Extract.
Extract.
I don't know that one. Oh, from Mike Judge. Sold,
Hey, I
Mike
had that.
Judge.
You
I
should
need to
watch
see that,
I've never seen
apparently.
Yeah.
What's that one about?
So those are the 3 things I got in the mail.
What's
It's a what's the extract about, Stoudman? John wants to know.
Extract is, if I remember correctly, about a guy who works at a factory, and that's all I remember.
and hilarity ensues
I think he invented
with
some
biting
food-
social commentary strewn throughout.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I said Mike Judge and I bought it, and it's $3, so I bought it.
Yeah, pretty much anything Mike Judge is. I'm all over.
We live in an idiocracy. I mean, I might
do.
as well.
Flavor about to sell his flavor extract company.
There.
Life is almost sweet for Joel, played by Jason Bateman, until
Okay.
a freak on the job accident happens. Add to that his bored wife, his laid back best friend, a sexy con artist who blows into town with dollar signs in her bedroom eyes. Oh my god.
I hate that fucking phrase.
Bedroom eyes. Yeah.
And
Ugh,
a
so
dumb
dumb.
gigolo, and
Hey,
life as he knows it
Deuce
turns
Bigelow.
sour.
And what? Sorry,
Filled with
Skinslip was
Life
talking.
as he knows it
Turns
turns sour.
Turns
Filled
sour.
with laugh out loud one-liners and raunchy comedy. Honestly,
Okay.
it's not his best work, but it's not bad. It's good movie.
Hey, you had me at
Okay, so-
Mike Judge, bedroom eyes, and raunchy comedy.
Sexist.
So at the thrift store today, I found another copy, another.
Oh,
Wishbone
another-
tape.
Another
Yay.
Wishbone. Yes. You're gonna have the
Just
whole
popping up
library of
everywhere.
Wishbone VHS tapes
I
soon.
know, right? Not
I
fair.
also found a Bob Hope collection with 2 movies.
Nice.
Louisiana Purchase and Never Say Die.
Very
Well,
nice.
I've never seen either of them, so I said, meh,
I
sure.
love some
Check that
some
out.
Bob. Good old Bob Hope.
I
Bob
also
will
know.
give you hope.
Um,
We did talk about Candyman earlier, Brinsley.
Velvet Goldmine.
Never seen it.
Velvet
Which I
Goldmine.
I've never seen it and didn't know anything about.
I have heard of
I
it. I
noticed-
have never
oh.
seen it.
I almost went, oh, the movie
Stars-
widescreen.
I love that
Ewan
movie.
McGregor. Stars Ewan McGregor was executive produced by Michael Stipe of REM, and it's a Todd Haynes movie.
Oh.
Okay.
Who's Todd Haynes?
Oh, it's a name I've heard though.
Okay.
Okay.
Todd
Whatever the fuck
Haynes.
Todd
I've
Haynes.
heard
So
of that
then-
name, and I'm sure I'm not mistaken it for the underwear brand.
Haynes.
Oh.
I like Haynes. It's comfortable.
It is. Haynes.
Did you hear that?
Okay, so
We did.
$3
Thank you.
each. PlayStation 2 games.
Thanks, Jail.
Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
Oh, nice. I had that in digital form
Pretty sure I don't have this one yet. So
via the
I don't
PSN.
have that either. Actually, I might have that on Steam. Is that on Steam?
Need for Speed Carbon.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that in the sequel.
Need for Speed Pro Street.
Whoa.
Pro Street.
That one's okay.
Oh.
And Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift.
Oh my god, Stoudman, that's one of my favorite fucking games of all time.
Wow.
I've heard so many
Okay.
good things about this. When I saw it, I was like, can I have that?
That's
please?
the drift version. There's another version of Tokyo Extreme Racer. There's 3 and 0, which alone was released in the thing.
Interesting.
I played Tokyo Extreme Racer 0 nearly to completion in like 2 sittings. I basically sat there in front.
Wow.
God, this game is so good. I love it. Shit.
So basically, I got mostly racing games and some
noticed.
weird movies.
Very good.
I can't wait.
And all
That's it.
on
That's all I
on the
got.
cheap. That's good.
Yeah.
I have Liberty episodes from Liberty City here. Yeah.
I've got both
Everything.
of
Okay.
those stories once, but in digital form only on the
Yeah.
PSN. Okay, Garbage Gamer. What's playing in the background there? That looks kind of cool. Eat
This
this.
is- Yeah.
Rounds hit
This is
enemy.
a.
Severe damage
It's an
has been
RPG for the
caused.
PS2.
It looks kind of like
You
whatchamacallit.
I was
like
reading the
Ransom
subtitles.
almost.
It was very
Yeah,
dramatic.
it's an RPG, a lot like a mix of Super Robot Wars and Advance Wars. It's called Ring of Red for the PS2.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Gee, that's an evil, an ominous sounding title for something that could
It's
happen
not
to your
talking
PS2.
about a butthole. He's talking about a targeting reticle or something.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, Ring of Red.
Ring of Red. Very nice.
Not a
It looks
butthole.
like mechs and drama and.
Yeah, it's pretty much an alternate universe World War One,
Okay.
where we had advanced mech technology in World
Wow,
War
that game was
One.
expensive.
Nice.
Holy shit.
That's interesting.
But yeah, this is the digital PS3 re-release. This is not the original PS2 version.
Yeah.
Because the original PS2 version, as she's just now discovering, very expensive.
Ah. I assume that it might be digital because you
$98
normally
for
display the
two
case.
Yeah,
as well,
on
so-
average, 98,
For
99,
the
probably
sealed
like
one,
$100.
for a complete one, it's like 40 at least. 50. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm scooting off camera to grab my camera
There's lots
because
of
my
disc-only
Wait.
copies.
my pickup.
So.
Oh god, it's stuck. Okay, well, shit.
She said.
I didn't think this one through.
That's
Apparently.
what she
Oh, no.
said.
You didn't do a dry run, huh?
That's what she said.
Literally.
Oh no!
Alright,
Look
well,
at my
I'm
ceiling.
now. I gotta
That's
find
what
the
she
next
said.
one. God damn it.
There we go. It's stuck under so many cables.
That's what she
This
said.
is this is amazing.
This is the
Check
best
out this
pickup
awesome
ever.
content. Anyway,
Uh,
Oh my god.
Okay,
Green
so
shirt
now I
last
have
guy
an-
get.
where are we going?
Okay, hi. All right, so my big pickup is.
There we go.
You
Here
ready
we go.
for it? Say hello to my
Oh my
electronic
God.
drum kit.
Look at this. Nice.
Nice.
It's called the Elisa's Surge.
Nice.
It's a full mesh, it's 8-piece mesh kit.
Very nice.
You got a streamer playing that now, you know.
I have to knock about 15 years of not playing a drum kit rust off of me before I even remotely do anything public.
Yes.
Aw. Watching
That's
people
okay.
play, that's part of it.
Good start.
But yeah, starting to relearn. A lot of people don't know this about me, but back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I played the drums. I even played on stage.
Nice.
So
I did not know this
I
about our
heard
very
this
own
motherfucker play
garbage
Wipeout.
gamer.
All right.
yeah, I played Wipeout by the Beach Boys.
Wow.
Nice.
That fucking one.
I can't
Yeah, that
wait.
one.
To
He's
see, I
good.
can't wait to see you play on stream, Eric.
Drum Mike
But,
says, "Yay, we have another drummer." You're not
Oh,
alone
You've,
now.
you've always
Drum
had a
Mike.
drummer. I've just kind of been secret about it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I,
oh,
like
look,
even
Eric's
I
an
didn't
alpha.
know.
I've never-
This is news to me.
I like your initial
Um,
camera angle was just your mouth. It was like,
But I did
I
pull
love
up
it. Yes, garbage drummer. That's the
Garbage,
Garbage
drummer.
oh,
pretty
God.
much at the moment.
Your secondary
Everyone's
channel,
got garbage
all
first.
drumming,
But if you wanna
all
use-
the time.
If you want to show a picture, like directly on stream, there's a link down there in the.
So when Eric visits,
Discord
he's
chat.
the drummer of the rock band,
Um,
and when we play on stream.
See if I can find it here. Hold on.
So when we play rock band together, Eric's the drummer, I'm the bassist. Justin's definitely the singer. He's definitely singing.
Well, he
He's
is
singing his
the
fucking heart
bard.
out.
He is the
And then,
bard
course,
of
Sean's
the
be
group.
other guitarist. That's a rock band band.
Why wouldn't I be
Don't
keyboard?
promise that your ears won't bleed.
Like I'm.
Oh, do they
I-
have
I-
keyboard for
I'm
them?
a
I don't know.
keyboard player.
There's only like one or two keyboard interactions. But I like think of like a universal.
God
But
damn,
that's
that's
my
awesome.
instrument, is what I'm saying.
Obviously. Well, I'm not a bass. I don't play any fucking instrument, so that it doesn't matter what your
Well,
instrument.
we'll give you,
Sean's the
we'll give you
angry-
the triangle, or maybe the
Let's see,
cowbell.
yeah. We have
Four
Stoud the singer. I'm the drummer. You're the bassist, and then Sean's the angry manager.
Apparently.
The angry manager's sitting in my corner with a
Yelling.
keyboard. That there aren't any keyboard sections in this stupid song to play.
It's not even hooked up to the system. He's just playing along anyway. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
like
like moving, like you know those guys who are just like,
like real
dancing
keyboards.
next to their instrument they're not using. You
It's
know,
just like real keyboards and real bands. Nobody cares about them either.
There we go. Okay, there's the drum set. Finally.
Yeah, nice.
Just took a moment to get it in here.
Oh, it looks really nice from that angle.
There you go.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to the streams later.
Very cool.
you know?
And I'm guessing all electronics, so you can bash away all you like without annoying the neighbors.
Yep. And it's
Very nice.
they're not rubber pads; they're mesh.
That's
pads.
cool.
Oh.
More feel to them.
It's the mesh kit, and yeah, it is. It's a standard MIDI. Has MIDI in, MIDI out,
Nice.
USB MIDI, which I think is the big one.
You know what's great?
So I can interface software with it.
I was gonna say, you
What's,
know what's great
what's
about
the-
those?
kinda
You
like that
can
run?
you can assign any sound you want to the drum.
Yes, fart.
Oh yeah,
Drums
I
as
can
well.
I can make a total. I can make
Yeah,
a
you
big
can do all
fart kit if I wanted
farts
to.
or burps
You
or
can like sample
barnyard
video game
animals
sounds.
or whatever you want.
It's one of these days I need to go back through your videos of all of your burps and farts and just do it.
all of them.
Play a
Eric-
burp
The
fart
Zeranizer
melody.
gas
How much does that kit
drum
cost?
kit.
A fartinizer rack over here.
Fartinizer rack, yeah.
How much does that kit cost?
Total after having to pick up the because I also picked up the chair from Donner. The whole set cost about $650.
Wow.
Wow. That's
So-
damn.
That's
hey,
a
you worked
good
it,
and
man.
proper musical
You worked
instrument
fucking
set
hard for
there.
that money, dude.
Yeah, oh, I know.
Goddamn
I
hard
did.
for it.
Worked hard for
I remember
the
many
money.
weeks where this guy's just fucking ragged, just tired, because he's working his ass off.
Yes.
You're in that shit.
What did I miss? I don't know, Brinsley. We don't know when you left. You missed everything.
The
Oh,
last
back
little.
and watch the
Actually, there is
DVD.
one. I don't have it yet, but it's on my list of things to get for this. Is since it is a real MIDI kit, I want to get as much use out of it as possible. So I'm going to look at getting one of those
Did you seriously?
MIDI adapters for the PS3 so I can actually play Rock Band with it.
Just for you, Brinsley. Just for you. This is Garbage Gamer's pickup. He got a.
I was gonna say, well, get you to watch the replay,
There you
bitch.
go.
Ah!
He got an electronic drum kit, mesh, not rubber, and yeah, it's all MIDI capable. And apparently, Garbage Gamer is an amazing drummer, and we had no idea.
Amazing air quotes.
Well, I
There you
knew
Well, Stout
because
knew.
I'm a good friend. Gee.
Apparently, he's
Yeah.
a good drummer, so there's that.
The next Neil Peart right here, folks. Our
Yeah,
very own
he's
chat.
too rusty to be good yet. He's great. He's
Well, that's
good.
okay. He's
Yeah,
got a
mine
drum
too.
set
Yeah,
now.
if you guys-
He can
Yeah, I know.
work out the rust. You know,
Get back to
If you
Drake,
guys
he's
want to
good.
know who my drumming idols are, yeah, it's
Oh,
Neil
yeah.
Peart,
of course.
and it's Sugarfoot Moffat, Michael Jackson's drummer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What? No love for Phil Collins? Come on. Or Ringo Starr?
Those are
Ringo
too obvious. I mean, I love
Starr?
Ringo,
Yeah, as a person.
but
What are the Lars over it?
Ringo Starr? Yeah.
I'm gonna say of all the overrated drummers, that he's the only one.
He's the only overrated.
The only one. Of all the overrated drummers, he's the only overrated drummer.
Only one. No, I
but yeah, if you guys ever get a chance, for people in the chat here, yeah, look up Jonathan Moffat, who's Jonathan Sugarfoot Moffat.
Okay.
He actually did about a year ago for Drummo, did live studio recordings, re-drum over recordings of all of Michael Jackson's old songs.
How's your father asked? Hey! What about Animal from the Muppets?
yeah.
I still, to this day, I don't wear it anymore because it's getting kind of old and ragged.
Yeah.
I have a red, dark red with you've probably seen me wear it. Animal sitting behind a drum set.
I think
shirt.
I think I might have seen that. Yeah.
You should
I'm
turn
sure
that
we
into a
must have.
flag to hang from your drum set.
Yes,
That'd
it's
be
one of my
pretty
favorite
awesome.
shirts.
Yeah, since it's ragged, you can keep it around for a
When
while.
I was a kid, Animal was my favorite Muppet.
Animal's
So-
great. Loved Animal.
See,
Still love
there's
that.
little subtle things throughout our friendship that you know now that you go oh.
Suddenly, other
It all makes
various
sense.
disparate pieces are falling into place.
I've always been a guy.
Peeling back another layer of the onion that is Eric.
Yes.
Fozzie and Gonzo.
Oh, God.
I like Fozzie too.
Fozzie's great, and Guns.
Especially Fozzie Wig.
Yes. All right.
Fozzie was
Well,
my
that's a pretty epic pickup. Skinslip. What'd you get this
Oh,
week?
shit.
You
I'm
have
not going last.
You have pickups. You are going last. You are last.
it- Oh, am I? Fuck.
There have been two before you. I go last. 'Cause
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I was
So,
you folks.
uninteresting pickup. I got 5,000 card sleeves so I could sleeve my Pathfinder card game.
That's a lot.
Sweet.
They're just
Don't
penny
drop
sleeves.
them on the floor.
Yeah.
They're penny sleeves. They're like,
All right.
No, I mean like if the bag was opened and not zipped together, and you
oh,
dropped it on the floor and they all flew out like.
sir, I present
Dear
you with,
God.
oops, I dropped it again. The pile.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
trust me. You don't understand. I have. You'll understand when you live with me. I drop things. I knock things over. I have a nerve issue,
Mhm.
and so like I'll just be holding something, right, and my hand will just drop it.
Oh.
It'll
yeah.
just drop it. Like that. Just I can't do anything about it.
God damn it!
Next, on the quest to return many card games I used to have in my collection,
Hmm.
I got this game called Fight Ball. I got both decks of
Mhm.
there's 4 teams. It's a real-time
Here's Sport,
card game.
Aztec,
So you
and
take the
the
cards and
Dork.
you lay them out in like a specific layout to be the court, and then you play a game of fucking Fight Ball, which is like full contact, future, comic booky.
Is that the dork or the dark? The last one there.
That's the dark.
The dark. Okay.
Aztecs versus the dark, and Cavaliers versus Team
Oh,
Sport.
I thought it was Cavaliers, Sport, Aztecs, and the dork.
The dork.
Yeah, these are my favorite. One of my favorite game designers, James Ernest, did these. Directly.
Cool. Very
He
nice.
made this game. He did another game called Brawl, which I'm gonna get that too, 'cause I like that one too. It's another real-time card game. The real card game system he was working on.
Seth is singing in the chat.
Oops, I dropped it again. I dropped all the cards. Oh, baby, baby. Yeah.
Next, I got Batman Dark Detective Volume 3,
Dark Knight.
Blind
Detective.
Justice.
Yeah. Nice. That one's been a long time coming.
Yes.
So this is early 90s, is it not?
This is...
I see Norman Brayfogel's one of the artists.
Yes, Brayfogel's one of the artists.
Brayfogel's amazing.
1989 to 1990. So,
Does that have the mud pack in it?
yes, it does.
I knew it.
This is issue. Wait, it doesn't have the mud pack.
Oh, it does.
Mud pack.
Oh.
The mud pack's in the next one.
Okay.
'Cause it doesn't have the Secret Origin issue.
I thought it was
Uh,
like 89 that came
This
out.
is Detective Comics 592 to 6. Mud pack's right after that, 601, right?
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it might
I think
be.
it's the next. Because oh no, not 61. 61's Anarchy. It's the one Anarchy like runs for 3 stories, and then it's Mud Pack, I think.
Okay.
But I had the Anarchy story, which literally butts up against this. So
Okay.
the next volume of Batman will
So-
finally start.
So
really
that has
forward.
Batman 600. Is that the one that was written by Sam Hamm, the guy who wrote the script for the movie? Be number 600. Should be a big anniversary issue.
I know. I gotta find where it begins. Big fucking issue.
Crap, how
Got that weird Bane-like
big
character
is that
with the hood.
issue?
Blind Justice, whatever. Oh.
I remember Sam
The
Hamm
problem is
was...
that it's unlike the Marvel books, where it's really easy to find the chapter.
Yeah.
The DC books are not easy to find.
Oh.
They're all like 60-page giants, all fucking
Yeah.
in this era. So it's like,
Oh, I know. Well, especially I remember around that time, Batman was going through a lot of anniversary type stuff. There it is, I think. Is that it?
yes, it's the Sam Hamm.
It is the Sam Hamm one. Oh, that's what I thought.
It's
Yeah.
part of Blind Justice. It's a
Okay.
it's a 5-part series.
Yeah.
It's in this. It's just,
So I remember that was a big deal because, of course, he got a lot of, he was a nobody until he did Batman 89. He's like, he's the guy who wrote the Batman 89 script. It's like, whoa, really?
Yeah.
And then they invited him to write
legendary.
Batman 600, which is like this big anniversary issue. And it's like, whoa, they got the Batman movie guy to write the comic? How cool is that?
it's the end of
so-
a 5-part story arc. I think he actually
Yeah.
wrote the whole one.
Possibly, yeah.
Culminates
know.
in that.
I
Anyway.
missed it. I remember missing that, and I was like, oh, I really would have liked to read that, but
It's got the precursor to Bane. It's this big buff character with like his weird things attached to his arms with the hood,
okay.
and he looks like he stands around like Bane. He looks like he's got the, but like
Yeah.
it's before Bane was ever made. It was like well
Yeah,
before that.
yeah. No, I remember
Pre-Bane,
Nightfall was quite a
Bane,
few
yes.
years later.
We got Midway by
Midway.
Roland Emmerich.
Nice.
My dad picked it up. I didn't.
I
pick it up.
totally forgot that was even a movie.
I'm
I didn't know
very
that even came out.
I'm
so
very
it's in my
selective
hands.
of
Yeah.
war movies. I don't buy a lot of them, but
Well,
I'll get
Roland
the
Emmerich-
occasional
Like
one.
now that I see it, I
Roland
remember
Emmerich
seeing the
is
trailers and stuff. but-
Blockbuster City. So
Yeah,
it'll be
he's
fun.
like the Independence Day guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not.
That's
he's,
Yeah.
That's one of those
Yeah,
movies
he-
like
Yeah.
yes.
Pearl Harbor that just
Yeah,
kind of like
that's what I thought.
came, existed, and went away.
Pearl Harbor
Yeah.
was the other guy, Michael.
But there's certain war movies that come out that I do make a point of seeing. Like Dunkirk is one I'd like to see. Actually, I've heard that's really good.
I would also
Oh, yeah,
like the
very good.
Dunkirk,
Also,
yeah.
stuff like Apocalypse Now, Full Metal Jacket,
Oh, so good.
Platoon, of course.
So good, so good.
Those
Yeah.
are all
All
great.
3 of those.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I
Same
want
here.
from the gritty, real, movies like Saving Private Ryan, is also another one that's just
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
that one's infamous.
Full Metal.
That's
Actually.
another one I need to see. Actually, I haven't seen that one.
Wow.
Thin
Yeah.
Red
I
Line.
know.
Or Saving
I
Ryan's
haven't-
Privates,
I had
or
Thin
Private
Red
Saving
Line.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Saving Private.
I pulled it out so we can watch it together at some point, Dad.
Yeah.
Thin Red Line, that is.
The Thin Red Line,
Yeah.
yeah.
Michael's
Behind
like,
Enemy Lines also is another one.
I've never seen that one. All right.
I have the
so-
Criterion of Thin Red Line. One of my viewers sent it to
Same.
me. I still haven't watched it, but
Me either.
I've heard it's quite good.
Me too. On all that. All right. Next, I got Color Out of Space.
Oh, I've heard that's really good.
I somehow talked my dad into getting this,
I really want to see that.
and I
Nick-
feel a little bad. I don't
Nicholas
think he's quite prepared
Nicholas
for
Cage.
Richard Stanley.
Yeah, which is basically it's a Lovecraft story.
Not only Richard Stanley, but Richard Stanley with a decent budget, and no one bothered him.
Yeah.
You have to make the movie you wanted to make.
Yeah,
This is that movie. This is
I've
Vision,
heard it's
whatever it
really
is.
good.
Justin, do you own it?
I really want to see that.
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Next, I've got Thundering Mantis from
Ooh.
Gold Ninja Video.
Oh,
my
it's another
favorite
one of the Gold
company.
Ninja ones. Nice,
Yes, I'll show you the whole line when I'm done showing off these two.
nice.
I got 77 or 200 with this one. I don't know anything about it. Who cares? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah,
Look at it.
exactly. Who cares? It's Golden
Look
Ninja.
at all the awesome. It comes with a bunch of special features and shit.
Yeah.
Hand numbered.
It's good stuff.
Next, the thing I ordered it as a companion piece to cut down on shipping. The shipping, they come from Canada.
Yay,
We
Canada.
have Moturn Media, Matt Farley's Local Legends. Matt Farley is
Uh-huh.
a independent director of some renown.
Okay.
He is hilarious. All his movies are fucking so funny. I'm gonna show you guys probably Freaky Don't Let the River Beast Get You as part of Movie Gangbang eventually at some point. Because they
Cool.
are so fucking funny. And they're so genuinely good. And yet also so genuinely bad in like equal measure. But it's like it's purposeful, but like it's smart in the sense that like it's purposeful in the sense that they just don't care about the budget. They're just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, yeah, it's not gonna look good. Who cares? Do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
looking forward to seeing this. Oh, and Neil also bought this too. So,
Nice.
so I got these. This is volume 8 and 9. Right. Oh, this is number 99 to 300.
Oh, wow.
Has a whole line here. Previous 7 titles.
Nice.
I've got them all.
Very nice.
So there you go. I got everything. Beautiful.
The
It's one
complete
of the few
Golden
companies that
Ninja
keep-
library.
Gold Ninja. I keep saying Golden.
Gold
Gold
Ninja. Sorry. Okay.
Yes. I keep fucking it up.
There you
so
go.
All 9 titles.
Very nice.
And last, but certainly not least, I have a special presentation. I hear these these are rare,
Oh,
right? Kind of
oh,
hard
yeah.
to find. They're like
Nice.
perhaps maybe 1 per case.
Oh, wow. Uh-huh.
I think they're quite rare, right? Are these
Uh,
rare?
Uh-huh.
I
I don't know.
I don't know.
My
God,
mom might know.
Fuck. Oh God. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh, oh God! The toy collectors just had a heart attack. Sorry, I had no idea she was gonna do this.
Accessories everywhere. Oops.
Wow.
Oops.
Oh, what happened there?
Hold it up and go.
Oh,
Oops.
that's
No.
she really rare. I loved your lead in, but that was
No, I
I can
brilliant.
just hear all the
That was
collectors
good.
going, "You bitch!"
Everybody doesn't know. Some people probably don't know because I haven't done it in quite a long time. It's been like 5 years of SNIs in between, but I used to be quite the model maker.
Mm-hmm.
And so these action figures are just going to end up being parts. This beautiful limited gold figure, I'm just going to take it apart. And I'm going to like take his legs apart, and I'm going to break his, and then I'm not going to do it yet. I'm at the making them soft, so it comes apart.
Yeah, yeah.
Breaking anything.
So you can
But,
use
and
them
then
for
it's gonna be parts.
other things, kit bashing
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
or customs. You do custom figures.
$150, you wish. It's not
$150 down to $1.50.
God, these are so mass-produced. If they're $150 now, they will never hold that price.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah.
I'd always been on
That's
that same advocacy of,
Very
you know,
nice.
if I ever just come
That's a
into
good
a fuck
finale.
ton of money, you know, I will buy one of those VGA graded 99 level games in a box and just Dremel the fucker
Oh.
open,
One of my favorite shows
unwrap
on
it, and then
YouTube.
pop it in a console and play it.
There we go.
You know?
One of my favorite YouTube shows, Future Cyborg. They literally buy really rare toys and break open the packaging right on, like literally rip
Excellent.
it open and open and play with the toy in front of you, fresh from the pack. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Because the idea of the show is is that they're recording it back in the '80s when they first bought it off the shelf. So it's kind of
So I have a bunch of things. I got some movies. I have a package. Michael's package arrived. His birthday package to me. I finally picked it up today. So I thought I'd just wait until S&I to open it up. I have no idea what's in it, so we're gonna open that up live here. But before we get to everything else, I got a little sort of funny thing that occurred to me today when I went shopping. When I went to pick up the package, it was over at the post office that's part of the Shoppers Drug Mart near me. So I thought, well, while I'm here, I'll pick up a few things that we need for the house, and I see if there's anything good on sale. So one of the things that was on sale was this cereal. So we got this wonderful, crunchy, whole grain cereal. It was on sale for $3.99, but I guess it's expiring in a month or something because it was marked down a further $3. So, I got 3 boxes of this cereal for like 99 cents a piece. That's a great deal. Just, wonderful. Thank you, Funk Monk. Woo!
Hey!
And then it occurred to me that, oh, wait a minute.
Cass, is that you?
There's something else. There's something else we need because we've only got a little bit left, and that's toilet paper. So I got this 24 roll of toilet paper, which was also on sale. Now I got to thinking as I was walking home. You know how sometimes when you're shopping, you look at someone's groceries and the items they've selected kind of tell a story, or you can tell something about that person. So.
Yeah.
So here I go up to the till with my 3 boxes of high fiber cereal. And then a giant package of toilet rolls. I wonder what the story is that told about me.
I'm gonna go.
Colon
Yes,
blow.
Angel, yes. Come try colon blow.
I'm not taking any chances with this cereal, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for all 3 boxes.
I'm gonna destroy my toilet.
Yeah, I'm prepared. So one of the other things I got, as you guys know, I've really been enjoying that breakfast hash that I made, and it's all gone now. It's all gone. But one of the reasons I don't make it that often is because, as you saw, it takes forever to chop all the vegetables. So I thought there's got to be an easier way to do this that would save time for a slow-ass vegetable chopper like me. So when I was in Walmart the other day, I went to their Star Frit section and picked up one of these. Look at this. This is a
It's one of those.
double-sided blade.
Oh, well,
You just put the veggies in there and spin it.
What the fuck channel are we watching?
And it chops it up.
Oh, look, a salad spinner.
It's not a salad spinner.
Spin it, forget it.
These are blades. These will chop your fingers off.
This
So,
is the home
but
shopping
here's the
network
thing.
part
Here's
of
the
our,
thing. The handle comes off. There's like little gears in there. You put it in the other handle,
Ooh.
and it turns at like 7 times the speed. So,
Now, what
We
kind of
learned-
foods could you chop in that
We have
thing,
learned
man?
basic ratios of gears.
well, you can chop just about anything here. You can do onions. You can do
I learned this
peppers.
in my first
Uh,
Lego Technics.
You can
set.
do celery. Now, what you do is you put the veggies in. You just turn it a few
Peanuts.
times. Use the slow one.
Almonds.
So you just sort of
cashews.
dice it. And,
All
shake it
kinds
around a
of
bit.
nuts.
Are you
so-
trolling us?
That's that. I'm not trolling you. This is a genuine kitchen item I got to help me make my breakfast hash.
Such
So-
an old man.
So anyway, that's
using
something we...
Skinslip.
But now I'm inclined to talk about it more since that's the reaction I got.
When you turn 48.
Let me get the instructions and I'll tell you all the different ways you can use it.
Are you gonna tell us
This
what-
is what happens when you turn 48. Wow.
When you turn 48, you get really excited about kitchen utensils and toilet paper and high fiber cereal that's on sale. This is your future, everybody.
You have no idea how scarily accurate that actually is.
Oh, and when there's a great deal on walking shoes and slacks. So,
Spin your pants up, right?
so next up, all right, some actual stuff here that I know you
These
guys
pick
care
up
about.
fiber and kitchen utensils.
That's right. So, okay. So back in October, you guys may recall there was a horror documentary that was being advertised. There were several different editions being made available, super limited edition. They were only going to produce as many as they got pre-orders for, and that's it. Well, it's been since October until now, but it finally arrived. I got my edition, the Elvira edition of In Search of Darkness, the ultimate 80s horror documentary. Now, one of the problems they had with an early pressings of not the Elvira edition, that came later, but the regular edition, was the company that was producing the discs for them just did a really shoddy job with the production and with the shipping. They were using BDRs instead of press discs to, I guess, save money or whatever. and it just did not feel like a professional product. So they actually switched manufacturers, and that's one of the reasons that it's been delayed. So this is not a BDR. This is actually a pressed disc.
Nice.
So with a nice, properly printed label on it. And then on top of that, and it arrived at, people were complaining because
I mean, wear the figure right. What the fuck is the point of the cape? You can't wear properly.
they were getting posters sent to them that were folded in half or torn or what have you. So in this case, they sent it in a big-ass mailer. So we got this beautiful poster. It's basically just the Blu-ray cover, but poster size. It's very nice. And then, and they sent it in this big-ass box. So there was no chance of it getting damaged. And then in addition to that, there's a postcard included with artwork. Special artwork for the thing. And the Elvira edition also comes with a little pin of Elvira. I think it says 80s horror. Yeah. So the difference between the editions is there's the regular documentary edition, but then there's a couple of other editions. There's the Elvira one, which I got. There's one with one of the guys from Slipknot hosting it, and there's another one with a couple of YouTubers that are horror reviewers, I guess, hosting it. The difference with the special editions is the special hosting segments have been edited into the documentary, so they are actually, there's about 20 minutes of additional material in these special editions on top of the already 4.5 hour long documentary. So the Elvira edition, to me, being an 80s horror documentary, this was the one to get as far as I was concerned.
Feed the cats.
Because there's a lot more stuff with Elvira in it, and she talks about her career more and things like that. So so this was a no-brainer. This was the one for me. So there you go. I'm always down for more Elvira. So anyway, glad that finally arrived. It's been a very long time. It's been October. It was supposed to ship in November, and then December, January. It's been like 4 months. We've been waiting for this. Same company does have another documentary in the works. I forget what it's called, but it's an 80s sci-fi documentary. It's about all sci-fi movies from the 80s. I'm inclined to get that one as well because I really like how they responded to customer concerns over this and fixed the problem. And I think in future they're just going to go with the manufacturer that did this set now. And they're sending out replacements to everybody as well, so they're being really cool about it. They know that they done fucked up by going with the cheaper company, and but they're making up for it. They're making amends for it. So, and Skinslip took off. The next items are ones I really wanted Skinslip to see.
Had to go to the bathroom, I'm sure.
Well, why don't we wait on those three?
Ladder the size
And
of the wall.
let's take a look here. We got a package in the mail. Look at that. We got a package. Package in the mail. TARDIS Blue. There we go. Regards from Theta Sigma. That was, boy, those college nicknames, man. Like, that's just so rude. Theta Sigma. Like, I think we all know what that means. Boy. Alright. Is Michael here? Michael needs to be here. Michael, are you here? You said something
Michael.
a minute ago. You're still here. Okay,
Michael.
good. Just checking. So anyway,
Michael.
it's all in beautiful TARDIS blue. I gotta take
Michael.
the hold on, take the thing off. He's got when I got the package in my hands, I realized like what he had done, and essentially he's put the fucking stickers. Just fuck off. Anyway, all the stickers on the tape. Okay, the blue tape makes it look like a TARDIS. See, he made the box into a TARDIS, and then the Theta Sigma clue. That's a Doctor Who reference that he knows that I get, and I can't show you the other side because that's where the addresses and stuff are. So anyway, I'm guessing something Doctor Who related. So it has some nice heft to it, I gotta say. I'm gonna find a way to open it here. Maybe I'll go from the bottom just because I think I can find the seams a little more easily. Okay, just opening up Michael's package here, Skinslip. Trying to.
I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I had to go feed the cat.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
gotcha.
Having a cat's like having a fucking toddler in your life for 10 years minimum.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
You have to
every
basically child-proof your home.
You
and
do.
everything.
They will
Yeah.
open cabinets.
Yep.
all kinds of
Exactly.
shit.
They are fur babies, correct.
Literally, yeah.
But yeah, she had to go. She was bothering me, and it was because she wanted food.
That's
Alright,
okay.
fine.
Cats will do that. It's like, hey, human, I'm starving. Make food happen.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
They don't understand weight or English in any way, so you can't reason with them.
Well, no, of course not. They're animals. They're dumb as rocks.
Exactly.
But okay.
Yep.
Here we go. No idea what this is. We got, it's got some good heft to it. And all we know is something Doctor Who related. Let's see. Okay.
Oh,
Here we go.
Navy
We
SEAL.
got, oh, this has some nice weight to it. Holy shit, there's a couple of things here. I think it's some audio adventures. I know he's been wanting me to get into the audio adventures here. Let's see what we got. We have, oh my god. You knew, if you were only going to get me two, you knew exactly which two to get. This is fucking awesome, dude. We have Doctor Who, The Last Adventure, which actually
Wow.
gives Colin Baker's Sixth Doctor a proper send-off, because he didn't really get a proper send-off in the show, sadly. But this is four adventures. Oh my god, limited edition. I didn't know these were limited editions. Limited edition, $37.95 of 10,000. That's
really
very... Huh?
nothing.
Shut up. Don't you spoil this moment.
Sorry, that's
the-
like old school DVD number.
For these, this is very limited. And especially because these particular stories are very high demand, because they're very important to the canon.
What did you say?
This is...
Not that they're limited. Just, that's a really high number. That's not what you normally
Yes,
see nowadays.
and you know what? These
Thanks.
sell out. These sell
Yeah, I
out.
know.
Okay,
Well, there's
so
a lot more. Hey man,
it's
don't take it personal.
huge fan. Well, it's like you're dissing. It's it's not limited enough. It's like, well,
No, I just
Yes.
said that's not very limited. That's like
okay,
a very large number.
yeah, they print more. You don't. I don't think
They
you
do.
understand just how high demand these are. Like they print way more
get it.
of the regular ones.
There's also more Doctor Who fans than horror
Exactly.
fans.
This is really nice. The whole thing is like a book, and it's got like
It's very beautiful.
beautiful color photos in there, and this is fantastic.
Pretty cool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like,
Well, and
if
it's
I
great
could
too
sit
because
through an audio adventure, I'd be down for that.
because this ties directly into the Seventh Doctor's first story. I've heard the sort of
Oh.
ending of this, the sort
That's
of
neat.
pivotal moment, but it actually bridges right into that, and gives the Sixth Doctor a proper send off and everything that he sadly didn't get in the
So-
show.
Are the physical editions specifically limited in general, or is it a specific limited edition run and it's a standard edition? Michael probably
Which-
knows this. I'm asking.
I think no, this is it. This is the only physical release.
the only
there
edition is the
yeah.
limited edition.
And then here we have, this is another one I've been really wanting to check out. We have Doctor Who Light at the End, which I believe is the 50th anniversary story. Yeah, 50th
Baker.
anniversary story. Starring Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Louise Jameson as Leela, Sarah Sutton as Nyssa, Nicola Bryan as Perry, Sophie Aldred as Ace, and we got a whole bunch of, wow, even more. Like, I'm just going to...
What, Jamie doesn't come back? We get Leela, but no Jamie? Jamie!
Fraser
Almost
Hines
perfect.
as Jamie, Wendy Padbury
Yay!
as Zoe, Katie
Yay!
Manning as Joe, Janet Fielding as Tegan, Mark Strickson
want
as
that.
Turlo, William Russell as Ian, Carol Ann Ford as Susan. That's all the original actors from the show. Basically,
Can that,
every
like, be in-
Peter Purvis as Stephen, Maureen O'Brien as Vicky, Jean Marsh as Sarah, and Annika Wills as Polly. Basically, every surviving classic Who actor is in this.
Oh, it was the 50th anniversary. It was done
Yeah.
right.
This is fucking
I
amazing.
definitely want that. That was... Like,
Oh yeah.
I have a hard time listening to books on tape. So
I don't know
audio
why.
adventures
You
are
listen
essential.
to Old Time Radio Madness, you have no problem with it. I mean, that's
I don't really focus on that usually, actually. I don't.
really okay.
Yeah, I have problems with it. It takes me
why?
time to listen to podcasts. I don't know.
Like you have
There's
a
no visual
wild imagination. How do you? I just don't understand. I mean, you close your eyes, you listen, you let it take you away. I mean, this is
Fall
full.
asleep.
It's this full cast audio drama with sound effects and
know.
music. You close your eyes,
I
you're
know.
watching a movie.
I
You
used
know?
to have the Star Wars
So-
audio dramas, radio dramas.
There you
but,
go.
But even those, like I listened to like half a tape,
I don't know.
half
Anyway.
a side of a tape. You know.
Okay. Anyway. I have
But,
no
like, so-
such problem, and I love audio
For-
drama.
Something like that. I'd probably just buy the MP3 because I wouldn't want to waste a lot of money on something I wouldn't Yes. Put time into it.
This
right?
is
That's just me
absolutely. Oh look! Oh my God! There they all are.
Oh, it's so cool.
Look at that!
That's so cool.
All the surviving classic Doctors. That's every single one of them.
I love the cover on that one too, by the way.
Oh, this. Yeah. Oh yeah. This.
Yeah.
This is
It's
beautiful.
very Doctor Who.
Oh, it really is.
When
Yeah.
you picked that up, I immediately thought, is that the Doctor Who role-playing game? Because it's got a very similar art style. With
Oh man. Oh, and look, all the companions.
Yeah, it's about what you enjoy, Michelle. Exactly. It's like I
All-
just for some
all the
reason
ladies.
audio stuff I don't get
There
into.
they are.
I have a problem with books too.
This is
I
amazing.
don't know.
Oh, and the rest of them, all the '60s ones,
Yay!
all the ones from the '60s. I love this. Ian and Susan, the only two surviving of the original TARDIS crew. Oh,
And it's a nice digital book packaging.
oh,
too.
it's beautiful. This is fantastic.
And yeah, I think we don't see a lot of they don't do digibooks really anymore.
Yeah, they just have everybody in this. Oh, there they are. Jamie and Zoe, right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Kitty. Are they a couple in real life or?
No, they're just really
Okay.
good friends.
I'm like, yeah,
And
they
then
met in the show and
Katie
they were
Manning,
married
Joe,
for
of
30
course.
years.
Tegan, who just, but you guys have just seen actually in
Yep.
the Fifth Doctor Adventures.
We
Oh,
gotta get back to that too at some
we
point.
really do. Yeah, we'll get back to that soon.
All things are up to you,
Oh,
sir.
this is fantastic.
You're the one with the intense streaming schedule with the workarounds.
I know. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I figure most of the time we'll stream most of it just because.
This is wow. This is fantastic, Michael. Thank you so much. I'm really going to enjoy. Really going to enjoy these. This is fantastic.
It looks really fucking cool.
I wanted, honestly, I wanted to own some of the audio adventures for ages because I've heard a bunch of them in digital form, but they're just so fucking expensive. And ideally, I would want them I would want these sets, like the beautiful physical
How much
sets.
do they run a piece usually?
Well, a set like this typically is about $50 usually, like just one of these.
God damn.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have to pay all the fees to all those actors.
Well, and and there's not as much of a
Makes
demand for physical media for audio anymore.
Oh yeah, I know. I get it.
They do some of them occasionally in vinyl. That's something they started to
I-
do recently. They'll do like a vinyl release. But
I'd be shocked if almost anybody prints more than 10,000 copies, like up front.
but most of them are all they're all like this. They're basically just sort of limited CD release, and then the main focus is on the digital. Well, I just put that
Each
straight
one
over
goes
on the
about
Doctor
30
Who shelf right there. That's
Right,
Thank you
right.
so much, Michael. That's amazing. I'm gonna. Oh wow, around $30. Wow, dude, that's amazing. Well, you definitely got a good deal on those.
If I had spendable money, I'd buy that 50th anniversary set.
Oh, the light at the end. Yeah, that one's
So,
fantastic.
like, I'm gonna give this a fucking serious go.
That's one I've been really wanting to check out because that was the first, I think, sort of big multi-doctor story that Tom Baker was in because he had just only been doing the Big Finish ones for a couple of years, I think, at that point. Maybe not even that long. But
I wish I could get into audiobooks. I would love. I'm like, you know,
there's some good shit out there, you know? I mean,
Jedi Nerd's been trying for years to get me to listen to his favorite audiobook.
I know.
Apparently very well read.
It's the theater of the mind.
He got
I
me
find-
a copy of it and everything.
Well, audiobooks are a little bit hit and miss for me because I find, I mean, if the narrator's good,
Reader.
fine. But I
Reader.
find I at least like
Reader.
to have a couple of different narrators. Like, for example, I listened to a Dracula one that was really good. It had a male reader for the male characters, female reader for the female characters. And that alone, I found, made a huge difference.
I have real problems discerning characters apart when it's just one or two voices. It's got to be.
Well, the thing
like
is...
the whole cast ones are a little easier.
The thing is also with it not just being good narration, but being able to do distinctive voices for the characters. That to me is what really sets the really stellar narrators apart. Like, for example, if you listen to, there's an unabridged version of the first two books of Red Dwarf, read by Christopher Barry, who plays Rimmer. Chris Barry is an impressionist in addition to a wonderful comedic actor, so he actually does bang on perfect impressions of his fellow castmates as their characters and does very clear, distinct character voices for all the other characters that are exclusive to the book. So
Wow.
it's really impressive, and it's available unabridged as well. He did the whole damn book.
You know what really got me? What really sucked me in? World War Z, the unabridged audiobook. It's like
Mm-hmm.
listening to. It's like I'm listening to him like this should have been the movie. This should have just been the audio track to the fucking movie. Like
Yeah.
they made the movie right here. It's,
Was it like
that
full
movie-
cast with sound effects and stuff?
Yes.
Or yeah.
So have you read the book at all?
No.
Oh, the book is done in like a documentary. So it's
Yeah.
Max Brooks plays himself
Mm-hmm.
going around interviewing survivors of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
This is like years later.
Okay.
So it's all people's recollections and it's supposed to be news footage interspersed. So it's like they could have done this. They could have just sat down some
Yeah.
older actors, distinguished actors that are older. They've been through some shit. You see scars and whatever else, right? And they're
Yeah.
talking about these old times of the fucking zombie war and shit. That and all you're shooting is reenacted movie footage or news footage. That would have been the most amazing World War Z. That's how the
Yeah.
fucking the audiobook's done with the radio, like a radio play.
I was gonna say
Like Brad Pitt is the voice.
that's what these Doctor Who ones are like. It's full cast, music, sound effects, the whole works. It sounds like it's just the audio from a movie, essentially. Like the production quality on these is so good. They've been doing them for like 20 years now. I mean, they've got it down to a science. Plus, they're
Probably
also
literally do.
Plus, they're also exceptionally well written. Like, there's some of the best Doctor Who stories ever, in some cases. Also, the thing I like about them is they're structured in the same way as the old series. So the shows we've been watching, where it's like a 4-part story with a cliffhanger at the end of every episode, that's how the audio adventures are. It's done exactly the same way. And they have, like, the theme song, or the theme music for each Doctor, like, for whatever their theme music was. So it feels like it just slots right in to the televised stories. Well, and a lot of them do. They're meant to just kind of fit in between the existing continuity. And it's good stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Michael. That was awesome. I knew it was going to be something Doctor Who related, because that's all we ever talk about. But I just didn't know what, because, of course, it's Doctor Who, so
That's
it
so
could be
cool.
fucking
That's a
anything.
cool gift. Very good. Round of applause for an excellent birthday gift.
Oh, that was amazing, yeah. Okay, so I
Hey,
got
Eric got it.
a few more things here, some birthday
Wow.
presents to myself. This first one, well, actually, I'll save this one. Hold on. So this first one I got because it kind of, I recently watched the Quatermass movies, as you guys know. This one kind of fits into that era. What? Oh, Quartermass, yeah. This kind of fits into that era of Hammer films, because I guess the first one, the Quatermass Experiment, was moderately successful. So they decided to kind of do something similar with another sci-fi horror type movie, and that one was X, the Unknown. So
On
this
my
is a
list of wants also.
this is a very Quatermass-esque story, but it's not actually Quatermass. But it's the same type of thing, like, body horror and sci-fi and,
Quatermass.
fear of the
Right on.
unknown and stuff like that.
Quartermass.
So when I saw this was on Blu-ray from Scream Factory, just came out, I think. This one came out shortly after the first Quatermass movie. They just kind of, the whole thing with X, we think of X as being the unknown, right? We don't know what it is, so we'll just call it X for now. But no, apparently this was to do with the British rating system. Was the first Quatermass, I think, got rated X. So, or no, it wasn't rated X, but it might have been rated X if they'd pushed the violence a little more or something like that. So they were kind of putting X in the title to make people want to come and see it, thinking it's going to be this really intense horror movie. So
Yep, they did that a lot.
so it's like the
in
Quatermass
60s, early 70s.
X experiment, so with the real emphasis on the X in it, and then X, the Unknown. That was all to do with the ratings. People wanted people to think it was an X-rated movie, though it actually wasn't.
When
But-
did it come out?
1957.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm used to hearing about that kind of thing happening in like the late 60s, early 70s.
late
so-
60s, early 70s. Yeah, it was something, and it was kind of
The
weird.
driving era predates that stuff. That's what you're seeing there. It's the driving
Now,
era.
this next one, I used to have the previous Blu-ray release of this, sold it like an idiot, and then it went out of print and suddenly became really valuable. I sold it thinking like, oh, I see this around everywhere. I'll be able to get it again cheap. Yeah, well, that wasn't
Common
the case. And it has been, I don't know how many years since I last owned that. I got it. I watched it a couple of times. Really liked the movie. Was happy to have it in the collection. It's like, oh, I'll get it again later because I needed money at the time. And then it went out of print. So, Scream Factory to the rescue with a re-release that not only includes both cuts of the film, but for the first time actually did full restoration on the restored footage, which the previous release did not have. Of course, talking about the Canadian slasher classic, My Bloody Valentine. There you go. This, of course, is the collector's edition with the nice slipcover, original cover art or poster art underneath. Yeah.
Gordon.
So the original Blu-ray release of this with the uncut version, all the restored violence footage or reinstated violent footage was not restored. So it's like every time it would go to the really gory scenes, it would get all grindhousey and scratchy and stuff, which I thought kind of added to it in a way, because it's like, oh, something bad's about to happen. It got all grindhousey again.
Add the DVD of that.
Yeah, but then for this version, they actually did restoration work on those reinserted parts, so the whole thing looks consistent. And
Brinsley, My Bloody Valentine's one of the best slashers that aren't Freddy or Jason.
And it's
really good.
It apparently looks amazing. So I can't wait to finally watch this again after so long. I was really stoked when I heard that they were gonna re-release this, and was an absolute must-buy. And then finally,
you get Black Christmas also.
This is one that Skinslip and I have talked about a few times over the years. For me in particular, I think you've seen this movie. I've never seen the movie, but I remember as a child seeing the movie poster all the time when the movie was coming out, and the poster itself scared the shit out of me and gave me nightmares about the creature on it. Knew nothing about the movie. I probably saw some of the TV commercials for it.
Saturday morning matinee.
And it just freaked me out. So, Scream Factory to the rescue again. This is yet another example of Zarin Isaac confronting his childhood trauma of movies. I'm finally going to see it. I finally own it. I'm, of course, talking about Prophecy.
Oh,
so there you go.
I want to watch that with you.
Yeah.
I
Have you
love
got
that
this?
movie.
Did you pick this one up?
Yeah.
Okay,
of course
good.
I fucking got it.
I wasn't sure if you
I
did or
got
not.
an original poster, dude. Like, come on.
I know. I just didn't know if you got this release of it yet.
I've been banging the drum for that movie for like 7
I know.
years on
I know.
69.
And I saw it. I was like, I really want to get 3 movies for my birthday here, so I got those 2. One for the Hammer, My Bloody Valentine. Okay, I'll get Prophecy because I know Skinslip will approve. But yeah, so got that. And
the
then
monster movie.
the reversible cover is a little bit different. It actually
that monster movie, that Angels movie.
Shows sort of the progression of the creature.
That's the cover I'm using.
It says, it was created by man. It will grow to be 15 feet tall. Its teeth and talons will be razor sharp. Its flesh twisted and warped. It will walk upright. And when it is born, it will be a mindless, merciless machine of destruction. So
the poster's really nice.
They're talking about coronavirus.
I plan to hang the poster in the apartment.
and then the other one was, she lives. Don't move. Don't breathe. There's nowhere to run. She will find you. So, I was 7 years old when this came out, and this was the marketing campaign that 7-year-old me was subjected to. And this thing just, invaded my brain. And I have there's an audio recording somewhere of me just doing goofy things into the microphone. And I don't know if I, had a flashback moment or something, because at one point I just go and I'm like, no, stop that prophecy monster.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
So that's it. This is the one. This is the prophecy monster. So it's
the reason it says Prophecy the Monster movie is because that Christopher Walken movie came out.
With the prophecy, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's different. This is not the Christopher Walken one.
Trilogy movies. That's those on Blu-ray actually, but
I think they are, aren't they? I thought they came out recently.
Oh, they're on Echo Bridge. That's not.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Most Echo Bridge movies are trash. There are a few good ones, but most of them are trash.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful.
Well,
with Echo Bridge
this
titles.
one is trash because it's 4 movies on one disc. So.
It is literally all 4 movies in one disc.
Yeah.
One single layer Blu-ray.
So that was it. I mean, the thing I'm really excited about this week's pickups, obviously, is the toilet paper and the
Little
cute little
the
kitty.
vegetable cutter. So
Look at the little kitty.
Yeah.
You should put some toilet paper in your
Don't
vegetable
forget
cutter and
that.
chop it up.
put the.
Don't forget that cereal, man.
I love wiping
Holy
my
cow.
ass with furry kittens.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Exactly, it's very soothing on my butthole.
It meows when I do it.
You gotta make sure you use the back side of the kitten, not the claw side, because you know.
Bloody ass.
Yeah. Sean's joy is a fun birthday gift. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's good. It's good pickups this
So-
week, gang.
Yep.
So, movies? Did we watch movies this week?
Oh yeah.
I watched some movies.
Yes.
I didn't watch a lot of movies this week. I watched a
week.
couple.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause it's 4:05 in the morning.
4:05 in the
Staying
morning.
up with us.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a call out sick to work day now.
Yeah, it might actually be.
Nice. Well, get some sleep. buddy.
Yep. Night, guys.
Alright.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Adjust your gear.
Penis.
Yeah, I have to adjust myself. Hold
Eventually,
on.
you'll just duplicate the scene with a
I'm
different
doing
layout.
that right now, actually,
Thank God.
because I'm sick and
Finally.
tired of this bullshit of people leaving.
Then all you have to do is swap the GIF out every now and then. We're fine. You know,
Hold on.
whenever you feel like it. That kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm tired
hold
of
on.
seeing this GIF. This one. Haha.
So, what we do is...
You know what they don't tell you is when you go on testosterone blockers, your balls hurt.
I can't stretch it
Ouch,
any
my
farther.
balls.
And your tits
Ow,
hurt at the
my
same time.
balls! Hold on.
I've got pain in my balls from shrinking, I got pain in my tits from growing. This is not fair. But my ass is looking pretty good, actually, let's say.
Well, that's good.
I went to the bathroom and I was like, I just kind of scratched my butt. I was like, oh, I've got a butt now. What?
Oh, a butt
Used to
butt.
be a flat.
Like a
Used
nice,
to actually be a flat.
nice
Now I've got
shapely
curves.
buttocks.
Yes.
Getting
I've got
some curves.
I used to just be like a wooden board. That was it. Like yeah.
Plank butt.
Yeah, I was a plank butt. I was that.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay. That still looks janky as fuck, but at least it's better.
I don't know. Those are
Now,
right.
let me see. So I go here. Okay, that's the 4. And then here, I call it Saturday Night Insanity, only 2. There. So I have a separate scene now I can just click to when Eric runs away screaming.
Because it's bedtime.
It's bedtime. Ah! Wait. Why does that not look centered? Why is...
Oh, he's gonna turn into a
There
ton
should
of
be
pumpkin.
more of Stoud there.
Mm-hmm.
There we are.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, it's because I made some adjustments.
There you go.
Hold on. There. So now,
We watched 2 movies last Sunday. And then I
Sunday,
managed
bloody
to
Sunday.
to find time to watch 2 other movies
Oh, wow.
at like 2 o'clock in the morning on 2
Uh-huh.
nights.
Jesus.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna go smoke real quick. I need a smoke break
Okay.
after everything. I'll be back. I also got to grab my movies, so I'll just be a minute.
Okay. Hello,
Okay.
everybody.
I posted
I should
on
say
Twitter,
hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, somebody could touch my butt.
No.
Damn it.
And yeah, I don't think actually that this game is on Steam.
It is not. It's a different game.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't have this game. I need to get it.
Absolutely.
And yes, I've heard so many good things about Tokyo Extreme Racer games.
The
So I
drift
was like,
one is not as good as the racer as the regular, but it's still really good. In my opinion.
Yeah.
There's not a bad game in that series. That's just that one's a little
3
hard to play.
racing games, though. 3.
Yeah, dude. 3
I
good
don't know,
ones,
man.
yeah.
They're the easier ones to find out in the
Nobody
open,
likes
you know what
racing
I mean?
games. That's why. I'm looking
is
for
funny
Blur.
'cause
I'm looking for Blur and Split
They're
Second
so
on the PS3.
good. Racing games are fun. What the fuck
Like,
is wrong with you
I
people?
want Blur, Split Second, and the Storm games. I don't have any of those. Those are the racing games I want the
yeah.
most. Blur and
I
Split Second
have-
were these weird racing games with these weird gimmicks that,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, but like, they're cool and they were kind of hard to find. Anyway,
Yeah.
what were you saying?
I have, I swear I have at least one of those on Steam. Let me check Steam. Steam!
I don't think it's the same Blur.
Steam! Well, maybe that's not the one I have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the Blur Racers Japanese stuff.
No, I don't have
Oh.
either of those.
Wow.
But I played I remember playing the demo of Split Second. I think it was
I
pretty
played the
cool.
fucking demo like crazy because you're playing the game and you do like some good driving and you build up this beat meter and you can press it and have like level changing things happen. Like as you're driving, the fucking freeway collapses across the racetrack.
Yeah.
It might kill another racer. And you eliminate one of your enemies that way. It's just a really cool concept.
I have MotorStorm Apocalypse on my PS3, and
Oh, I need that
the
too.
first MotorStorm on PS3. But I don't have. I think it's called Arctic. Maybe
Blur
it's
is
called Arctic Drift.
$80. Put that in perspective.
Oh wow.
Yeah, hard to find. That's why if you find it, grab.
I
grab
got
it.
my
Yes,
movies.
Hello.
Hi.
Are we ready to talk movies now?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Let's talk about movies.
The first movie that Skinslip and I watched last Sunday was Mad Max
Hey.
Fury Road.
Oh yeah. Haven't
Which
seen
was
that for a
actually
while.
the second time that we watched it together, the first
Yep.
time being in theaters.
Oh wow.
So, yes. And I can
Forgot
confirm,
about that.
this looks fucking gorgeous in 4K.
I'm
And
sure.
It,
It's actually
if you
4K.
ever get, if anybody ever out there is like thinking that if you don't have 4K and you're thinking maybe someday I'll get it, but I don't want to pay a whole lot of money for it, I understand that. And my suggestion is, when and if you do get it, this is one of the ones to get for it.
Okay. Well, the
This is a reference
cinematography
to
in that
the
movie
poet.
is freaking gorgeous. Like it's just.
It's
Oh,
stunning.
God.
Yeah.
We watched again. It's like my fifth time watching this movie, and it's just like I'm always finding new little details.
Yeah.
You know?
I need to watch it again. I think I've only seen it once, and the first time I saw it was when it first came out on Blu-ray. So
I wish I had the black and white version.
yeah, the black and chrome
I
version.
live, I
Yeah.
die, I live
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I don't
But I
have
did
that
not
one
have
either.
it.
I have the
Has the
3D
regular.
version, but I don't have the black and chrome version.
I had the regular
So,
with the slipcover. That's all.
yeah.
Just regular.
I have the 3D with the
But
3D
yeah, I watched
slipcover.
I watched Mad Max, Road Warrior, and Fury Road. That's my trilogy.
That
You
is
just
that is
ignore,
the trilogy.
ignore Beyond Thunderdome. It exists, but we don't.
Which is funny to
I
me
don't
because
ignore it. I
to-
like it. The George Miller parts
To
of it.
me, to me, Beyond Thunderdome has a lot more in common with Fury Road than
It does
Yeah.
actually,
Like, honestly, if you
thematically,
you know.
like sort of
You take
worldly.
Beyond Thunderdome
Yeah.
and you watch it up until he gets kicked out of Bartertown. Spoiler alert for halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Then you can just cut to Fury Road. Look, he's there. He is. He got left.
Oh, yeah, he got kicked out, and then Fury Road
That's
picked up
true.
later. Yeah.
You could do that.
You can
yeah.
actually do that. Yeah. You can. You can literally
I
do
want
that.
to watch that way now. I want to see it that
Fuck that second half, man. I'm not a fan of the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a different movie. It's just not Mad Max.
Well, it's a different. Literally, it's a different director even for that segment. I don't know
Different
what. I don't
writer,
even know what the
everything.
behind-the-scenes story is. There, like, what the fuck? Why is this two movies?
Pretty hush hush. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's two different directors.
Don't think
involved in that.
anybody knows.
So do you think
Like,
there's a possibility that George Miller literally started Fury Road thinking this is going to be what happens as like the second half of
Yeah.
Beyond
Yeah.
Thunderdome?
I think
Possibly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just came up with that just now, but I'm thinking like that's
That actually kind of
Yeah.
makes a weird sort of sense. Like,
works.
well,
Yeah.
because when we meet Max in that, it's like, well, what's he been up to? He's like their prisoner. What happened? Like, what's, you know? Well, he got kicked out of the Thunderdome, and that happened. There you
Yeah.
go. Now it all makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love this new world of Mad Max that we've
Thunderdome's an okay
discovered.
movie, but there
Yeah.
you can see the studio tampering
Oh,
is
God,
so
yeah.
evident.
Yeah, it's
And then
definitely.
George Miller was like, he went off and made Babe and Babe 2. And, like,
Oh, he made those? Good lord.
yeah,
George.
they're actually good movies.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting what George Miller makes.
Got him
when
awards,
he's
man.
depressed.
Yeah.
When he's just.
But he's doing things to make ends meet, man. You can't-
Yeah.
you know.
Nah, I know,
Well, yeah, of course, you all got to pay the
Maybe
rent.
he
It's
loves
just
him. I don't
like you
fucking
have
know.
to
Yeah, I don't know.
In that brand new world of Hollywood at the time, you really had to like slog through a bunch of shit
like-
they wanted you to make in order to get to the
True,
things you
you had
wanted
to
do
have the
He's
yourself.
means
been in
to
the
do
fucking
more.
industry for like 30 years, and like
Yeah.
he's gotten like 8 movies because he has to struggle so hard to get fucking movies made because no one
I know.
trusts him for whatever reason.
Yeah, never mind. He like
Visionary
made
movies.
a trilogy of movies that are now a cultural icon.
You don't understand.
And-
He made Mad Max, and there's a bunch of wave movies ripped off that movie.
Yeah,
Then he made Road Warrior, and there was
there's
fucking
even
3
more.
decades.
There's
there were
so
3
many.
decades of rip off.
So
And he made
good.
a
So
new movie,
many.
and there's another wave of them because he made a third
Yeah.
movie, Mad Max.
He's a
Fury Road.
trendsetter.
He
But
keeps evolving them each
Yeah.
way, each time.
I know. Fury
Each one
Road
gets
was
more and more frenetic too.
yeah. I mean, Fury Road
You know.
was. It was such a pleasant surprise. Like it was just so. It's like wow, this is the world of Mad Max that we know.
It's one of the few 10 out of 10s for me.
It's amazing.
It just
Such a
felt
good
like
movie.
the time was right to rewatch Mad Max Fury Road. I just can't quite put my finger on why, but it just felt
Two days
Uh-huh.
prior, I just done my post-apocalyptic marathon of 4 movies, so it was like perfect for me.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. No, I want more of the Mad Max knockoffs. I love that whole subgenre of.
I have so many of them.
Sci-fi.
I got like 12. You know.
So-
I've got a
the
few.
next one we watched
Ooh.
The Grand
was
Duel.
the Grand Duel.
The Grand. Now wait a minute. You've seen the Grand Duel before.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah, we
seen
watched it,
Keoma yet?
No.
Oh my
Here's a funny
God!
story. Here's a funny story.
All right.
We both started
Tell
the
us.
movie.
Okay.
I was confused in my brain, my dyslexia triggered, and I chose the wrong movie.
Oh.
So we're 10 minutes into the movie, and I'm talking about Keoma,
Yeah.
and he's talking about Grand Duel,
Uh-huh.
and he realizes we're watching 2 different movies.
Oh
We're
shit!
retarded, but no, we plan to watch Keoma. It's happening.
All right.
Lee
Keoma-
Van
I
Cleef
wanted
is
to
doing
watch
this fucking epic shit. He's like getting all the fucking people to like show where they are in town to the guy who's
Yeah.
hiding, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like pointing out, oh man, this is so cool. He's tripping them up. He's like dumping water on their head so they have to move and they reveal where they are and all that stuff.
Uh huh.
And then Skinslip's over here talking about, holy shit, 4 bullet holes. I'm just like, what?
And then Keoma suddenly gets
Nobody
blasted
fired a
with shotgun.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keoma is interesting. I got. I think I have that same double feature Blu-ray actually.
You do.
Keoma is getting a special edition. I believe
Oh, you
from.
did?
I
Both of them
think
are.
is it? Are they? I know
Already did.
Grand Duel does. I think. I don't think Keoma's is out yet. I'm pretty sure it's coming.
They're not.
I don't think it's out yet. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm pretty sure it's on pre-order.
I'm not sure.
Amazon.com.
But,
I think it's
they're
from
both,
Arrow, isn't
all I
it?
know is that they
It is Arrow,
have
yep.
both
Yeah.
been
Hold on.
given
Let me
the,
take a look. I'll just double check that.
Grand
I didn't
Prix.
think it was out yet. I was looking at it when I was updating my my list here. Hold on, Keoma.
Well, I will say.
Oh, it
the,
came out in
the
April last year.
transfers-
Okay, never
I
mind.
fucking told you,
Yeah. All
motherfucker.
right. Well, yeah.
I will say the transfers on these are not too bad. I mean,
They're good. They're
that's
decent.
something we've always said about Mill Creek is like they don't do terrible when it comes to their Blu-ray.
No, I
release.
mean
They're
they
always
get
watchable.
they get decent enough prints, and they don't tamper with them. They just don't do any restoration. So you're getting a straight up transfer of the film, you know, with no
In the case of
digital
that, it's like a
tampering.
grindhouse.
Yeah, and I mean some of them you'll see some scratches and nicks and pops and stuff. They're not perfect, but they're perfectly watchable, and you know tend to be quite nice. Lots of detail, lots of
A
film
few
grade.
of them are like are really fucked up. Public domain ones are like incredibly edited, but
Yeah,
very rare. To be fair, there's just a few
Yeah.
of them, so be aware. You might stumble across one.
So okay, so you watched the Grand Duel then,
Yeah.
which I know
Uh-huh.
we've watched before.
Yeah.
I really like it a lot. I think it's a really good one.
I love it.
Yeah.
Watching again for a reason, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
I
great.
want to rewatch it. 'Cause it had been a couple of years since I've seen it, so I think it
Yeah.
was the last time I saw it.
Yeah, I note
Yeah.
that there's a kind of a role reversal in terms of the way that people are dressed because
Hmm.
the bad guy is in white.
That's
and the
true.
Good guy
Yeah,
is in
Foxy
black.
or whatever. Yeah.
So,
Three
um,
brothers.
I was gonna say Kioma is interesting. That's kind of one of the revisionist spaghetti westerns from sort of the end of the era. And it's got
but
it's
the
got
same
a,
guy who did Inglourious
it's just
Basterds.
got an interesting vibe to it. Like at first it kind of threw me off a little bit because it has a style that's kind of all its own, but you kind of
Solari style.
you
That
kind of
style.
get the vibe after a bit, and then I really enjoyed it a lot, and I found a lot of it stuck with me afterwards too. So it's one I definitely plan to revisit at some point.
Endo Geek
very
also
good.
directed Kioma. He's got a very unique style. Directed
Oh,
Great
it's him.
bastard.
Oh, the Escape from the Bronx guy. Which, speaking of Mad Max
Escape from the
ripoffs,
Bronx,
yeah,
New Barbarian.
yeah. Love Enzo G. Castellari. Well, no wonder I liked it then.
Great action director.
Yeah,
Did a
no,
lot
it
of
was
action.
great.
Various genres.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Excellent.
did Skinslip get a chance to watch any other movies this week?
Nope, that was it.
That was
Those
it.
two.
How about
Oh,
you,
okay.
Stad?
Well, I also watched The Defiant Ones.
Ah.
Halfway through the week. I've been watching movies, specifically choosing movies that I know Skinslip doesn't have that she wouldn't want to watch with me anyways.
Fair enough.
She might want to watch this one with me, but you know.
I'll watch
doesn't
any
have
movie.
it.
Just to be
Pretty
clear,
much,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I got this during a sale from Eureka. It's a Eureka title.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
We can be baby.
really enjoyed it, actually.
Who's in that one?
Uh,
It's I've heard the title before.
Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the Stanley Kramer film.
Nice.
And oh my god, the writing in this movie is so on point. It's so fucking good.
I'll have
Nice.
to rewatch it at some point.
Absolutely. Because it's just really good.
Yeah.
And clearly they're trying to talk about like civil rights
Yeah.
in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically it's two guys on a chain gang who are being transported to
Oh.
another.
We'll do a
What?
double bill. We'll do a double bill because I have the female version, White Mama, Black Mama. That
Oh, okay.
it's the
Nice.
same movie, but it's with the exploitation version.
being,
Nice.
being transferred to another part of the country or another part of the state or whatever.
Mhm.
And they get into an accident, and these two escape, but they're still chained to each other.
Chained to each other.
So-
Okay. Yeah.
You got a white guy chained to a black guy.
Yeah.
It's pre-civil rights era,
Mhm.
and the white guy hates the black guy hates the white guy, but they have to work together in order to
Right.
get
right.
the damn chain off.
I've seen Black Mama, White Mama, so you and I know you haven't. So then we'll do a cultural exchange. My trashy version of your movie.
Of your
You know?
What I
like,
found
quality
interesting,
movie.
Pain
is-
Greer,
yeah,
man.
this
Deep
is really,
thought-provoking
really
movie.
well shot,
Yeah.
and the writing is freaking phenomenal. And there's a scene early on actually where after they have to take a break from running all night, right? So they take a break to catch up on some sleep, and they pass out like on top of each other, and it almost looks intimate. I was like struggling to find the right word to describe it because it's like they're crossing each other. There's the white guy's on top of the black guy, and it's like an X, almost a cross in some way. And there's something almost intimate about the way they're sleeping together.
Mhm.
You know, I don't think it necessarily was intended to be like that,
Mhm.
but
Subtext.
it definitely gave off some vibes.
Uh huh.
And
Was it really
Yeah,
gay?
they-
Are you saying it was really gay? 'Cause it sounds really gay to me.
I don't even think actually it was. Gay,
I don't know. I was seeing
honestly.
two sweaty,
possible, but-
shirtless guys squaring off against each other there.
I mean,
And now you're saying they're getting
How
all
gay was it?
I'm just
snuggly
saying,
in
there
their
are some
sleep.
other things that happen in this movie that kind of that indicate that that might be what's going on.
so
Lord.
so their hatred turns into a bromance. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, God.
Basically.
That is a good point, actually.
But no, it's
Very good.
really fucking good, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. One
Yeah,
that I don't think
sounds
was
good.
necessarily as good, but still pretty impressive for the time. Suspicion, Alfred
Ah,
Hitchcock,
Cary Grant, or
which we just
yeah.
watched. Skinslip and I just watched Hitchcock Truffaut the other
Oh,
week.
Yeah,
I really want to
good.
see that.
And
Yeah.
they had like one
really interesting.
short scene or sequence from this film in there. I was like, wait a minute, I have that on my shelf.
I should watch that.
Off my shelf and and the sequence in question was that they had the main character in this film was carrying up a glass of milk up the stairs in the dark. And the whole idea behind the glass of milk is that from previous scenes and previous things we've heard, we know that milk could be poisoned.
Ah.
So in order
okay.
to like highlight that, they actually what they did to make it look more sinister is they put a light in the milk. They
okay.
literally put a light source in the milk as he was carrying it up the. I think it was like a flashlight or something, but as he was carrying it up the.
Sinister
the-
glowing milk.
Yeah, glowing
cool.
milk.
I
going
brought
up
your
the dark
radioactive
staircase.
milk for you.
Oh, good for you. Will you
Malk.
try this delicious milk?
It's rich in vitamin R.
It's an
Radiation.
interesting story. You
Yeah,
can
that's
kind of
right.
see how it's the beginnings, I would say, of Hitchcock doing suspense films.
Mm-hmm.
Suspicion.
Yes.
They're
But
horror
it's
movies.
an
Shut up,
earlier-
that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Any movie gets
It's
suspense.
It's an earlier suspense film from him, and it absolutely is suspense, not horror.
Yeah.
Suspense is tension in a scene. It's not a genre.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not a
anyways,
genre like film noir,
Or like action.
you know.
Horror is a
anyways,
real genre.
Or a mobile game like Animal Crossing.
the story. Oh my god. The story about this is the main guy. He meets this girl on a train, and
oh, that's how they all
he's already doing some kind of like. It's not really. He doesn't really appear to be somebody trustworthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he goes into a train car, and it starts off with him touching her when they're going in the dark through a dark tunnel, right? He's like, "Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry," right?
Uh-huh.
But did he not mean to do that?
Totally
I
meant
don't
to
know.
do that. That
And then
lecherous bastard.
he's got a train ticket, and the guy comes to check the tickets, and the guy's like, "This is third class, and you're in a first class car. You're gonna need to pay me some more money." He's like, "Well, I don't have more money," and then he immediately goes to her like, could you front me? I hate to be presumptuous, but could you help me out?
I really don't want to go back to third class. Like, really, dude?
It's not a lie. That's the way he was putting it. Right? And she does, but she does because she was looking at a newspaper, and she saw his face in the newspaper, and she thought, "Oh, this guy's important."
Oh.
And then we find out that she comes from wealth herself, and so she thought that he came from wealth, but that wasn't the case.
What she didn't see was the headline that said "Serial Killer on the Loose."
It wasn't anything like that, but over time she does develop suspicions that he might be
Suspicion,
someone even more
eh?
sinister. Yes.
Like the title of the movie.
And one of the cool things I realized about it halfway through is that, like, okay, there's a scene where she calls him a baby
Uh-huh.
because she's like, "Wow, you act like a child,"
Mm-hmm.
And there's for pretty much the second half of the film entirely, she's very suspicious of him. She's trying to figure out what he's doing, and the psychology behind him, which is interesting because when I realized that connection, that she called him a baby and that she's kind of trying to figure out his psychology, I realized in the very first scene in the movie when they first meet, she's reading a book on child psychology. I was like, "Oh, Hitchcock, you son of a bitch."
Yeah, yeah. Well, that sounds
You
good.
clever son of a
That
bitch.
sounds good. So, but you
Yeah,
said you
it's
didn't.
pretty good actually.
You
Yeah.
said you didn't like it as much though, but something
Well,
about
it's not
it.
as good as this, but it's still good.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Wow.
gotcha.
Insulted Mr. Hitchcock.
Wow.
Shots fired,
Wow. Wow.
bitch. Get good, Hitchcock.
So yeah, those are the two ones I watched.
Hitchcock.
All right. Well, that's a good batch of movies. Myself, I watched 3 movies this week. I didn't watch as many this week because I was actually getting caught up on Doctor Who and Picard. I've still got a couple episodes to watch of Picard, but I'm all up to date on Doctor Who. All set for the big Series 12 finale next week. Is it Series 12? Series 11? I forget what series we're on. I think it's Series 12. Yeah, it's Series 12 of the new series. Anyway, big season finale next week. Should be exciting. There's a lot of crazy shit that's happened in the last couple episodes, so looking forward to it. Now, as for movies, being my birthday this past week, I thought I'd watch something birthday related, and I was going to watch this one around Groundhog Day for similar reasons in that it's kind of related, but I decided to wait and watch it. Well, I didn't really decide to wait. I just ended up waiting and watched it on my birthday. I'm, of course, talking about Happy Death Day. Yeah, which is basically if Groundhog Day was a horror movie. So, essentially, this is the story of a sorority girl who is brutally murdered. And then she wakes up, and she's still alive, and it's still the same day. So she goes through the routine of the day, wondering why everything is the same, happening again. And she gets brutally murdered again. And then she wakes up, and it's the same day again. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? So, it's basically literally if Groundhog Day was a horror movie. So, and it's wonderful. I really enjoyed this a lot, actually. It's so much fun. It's got, like, a lot of dark humor and stuff in it. It's Blumhouse, by the way. Everybody's talking about Blumhouse. It's a Blumhouse.
Best fucking movies, right?
They are really knocking it out of the park, I gotta say. They've been doing just so many good movies. Like, they are the horror studio. Like, just give them everything.
Blumhouse and A24.
Blumhouse and A24. I trust them both implicitly. Like, they've consistently
Were you
entertained
about
me
to say Blumhole?
with everything I've seen from Blumhole. Yes. So anyway, it's I don't want to give too much away because obviously a lot of the fun is the mystery. Like, she's basically, when she kind of catches on to what's going on, she realizes the only way to maybe break the cycle is to find out who's trying to kill her and stop the killer. So it's a murder mystery where she's reliving each day over and over again and picking up new clues about who it might be who's trying to kill her. Now, the problem is she's a sorority girl who's not particularly nice to people. She's a bit of a bitch, and she has a very long list of potential suspects of people who might have reason to want to kill her. So it very much reminded me of Groundhog Day, how Bill Murray's character was very kind of self-centered and a bit of an asshole at the beginning, and then over the course of what he learns about himself and about everybody else over the course of reliving that day over and over and over again, he becomes a better person. And it's the same thing with this, but in a horror movie context. So as she goes through it and she realizes how horrible she's been to people and looking at the list of people and realizing how many people could potentially want to kill her, it's like, what does this list actually say about me? You know, like how I've been as a person. And I really liked that aspect of it, how she grows as a character as she relives this same day over and over again and tries to figure out who her killer is. And it's really fun kind of going on that journey with her because there's, you know, moments where you think she's figured it out and it turns out she missed something. It's like, no, it can't be that person because of this, or it can't be this person because of that. And it keeps you guessing and keeps things rolling along until finally you do find out who it is, what the motivation was. And it is such a satisfying conclusion to that whole journey. I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that better than that red herring answer we got a few days ago. Like, this actually makes sense and works. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. And then the next day, I watched the sequel, Happy Death Day to You. Now, I was really curious about this, thinking like, okay, the first one like wrapped up really tidily and nicely. How are they going to do it again? Like, what's the reason going to be? And I have to say, well, Stoud and I were talking about this earlier. The sequel goes in some interesting directions that aren't as horror focused as the first one was. I won't say what the focus is, but it's not as horror focused. It does bump up the comedy aspect a little bit, but not in ways that I found offensive. It's still funny in the right amounts, I think. But I thought it was a really clever way to continue it and to kind of make it happen again, sort of, but in a different way. That's the same but different. And again, even though you know everything that happened in the previous one, this one still manages to keep you guessing right up until the end. And, again, has, I think, a very satisfying conclusion. I don't think they could do it a third time. I'd be very surprised if they do a third movie. But I think this...
they'd have to go in another direction.
They'd have to go in a very other direction, yeah. But I think the way that... I think the way that they continued it was actually very clever and very funny and incredibly entertaining. So what I recommend is if you've never seen these, get both of them. Watch them both back to back. Do a double bill, because this one continues on directly from this one, and they're both just so much fun. I really enjoyed them a lot. So,
Yeah,
glad
the
I finally
second one
checked
I
them
would
out.
say, well, the first one is very much like Groundhog Day as a horror movie.
Yes.
The second one had vibes that reminded me of more like almost Back to the Future. If you can get what I'm
Yeah, a little
saying with
bit.
that, you know?
A little bit, maybe. Yeah.
Just because of just the whole, you know, having to make a decision about the way that you want the timeline to be.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
I mean, there's that.
morality of
There's that aspect in the first one, but again, in a different way. So in this one, it's it's a more... I can't really say it without spoiling it. I don't want to really spoil it. I want you to just experience it. But the kind of decision, it's a decision that we've seen in other movies before, but what's at stake in this case, it's a really interesting moral decision that she has to make. And I really liked that, and how she kind of weighed it out and came to her final decision and such. Like, it all kind of makes sense. And again, there's like little clues along the way that once you get the solution, you'll kind of pick up on those things. It's like, okay, yeah, I kind of thought that might be where it was going, and, you know, it all fits together nicely. And then finally, today, just because I forget what prompted it. It was something that might have been Fortnite dances that Rosie and I were laughing at that made me think of it. I don't know. But this is something that I thought Rosie would really enjoy. And I knew she hadn't seen, and I hadn't seen it for a long time. So we watched it today, and she said it already, like, instantly made her top 5 movies list. She just immediately fell in love with it. We watched Napoleon Dynamite for the first time, or for Rosie's first time today. It's about my 4th or 5th time watching this. That's like $1 an hour. So this is the 10th year edition, the 10 sweet years of Liger magic, tots, and great skills. This is a very nice little edition. It's got some cool art. The slipcover is actually textured. I don't know how well that picks up, but the stripes are all fuzzy, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And then here we got Gosh written out in tots, and Napoleon Dynamite, just kind of letters all over the place. And then we got his like ID card and stuff from the opening titles, and then his audio cassette entitled "I've been practicing some sweet dance moves." And then and then the time machine. Hold on, I forgot to add the crystals. Yeah, it's great. So anyway, yeah, she really enjoyed it a lot. We had a lot of fun. And I would have made us tots, but I didn't have any, so I made us chicken fingers and fries. Close enough. So I think it's got to be that tots or steak if you're going to watch Napoleon Dynamite, so. Actually, she recognized Kip when Kip showed up. She's like, where do I recognize that guy from? It's like, Oh yeah, I think he's been in a bunch of memes. I'm like, yes, actually he has. If you ever seen the yes, that's a Kip meme, and there's a bunch of other ones as well. So, it's right, Napoleon. Don't be jealous that I've been chatting to sweet babes online all day. There is the Napoleon Dynamite animated series as well, which actually reunites, I think, all of the original cast to do the voices. I have not seen the animated series. I'd really like to pick that up. So, yeah. So there you go. That was a lot of stuff. We covered a lot of stuff this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm probably going to watch more movies this week. I don't have much to catch up on in terms of shows and stuff, so I'll get a few more crossed off the list. Maybe another old favorite. Maybe some more I haven't seen. Actually, I'm probably going to watch that X the Unknown and My Bloody Valentine this week because I've been really looking forward to checking out both of those. And maybe even Prophecy. I'll just watch the 3 I picked up this week. You know, just do that.
I want to watch Prophecy with you.
Watch Prophecy with you? Well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that as a watching together thing.
I haven't seen it in, I don't know, 8 years.
I haven't seen it ever. I just remember being traumatized by the marketing campaign when I was 7.
Definitely doesn't live up to your trauma, but it's a good movie.
I'm sure
You
it will.
haven't seen it ever because you were too much of a pussy.
I was too scared this whole time. All the covers of all the video releases had that fucking monster on it. I was just like, ah!
It's like the scene from Kill Bill. Bwee, bwee,
That's
bwee,
right.
it's a
But this
monster.
has been like the past year or so. I've like confronted a lot of those childhood ones. Like there's the anthology film. What was it? The one in the insane asylum. What the fuck is it called?
Tales of Witness Madness.
Tales of Witness Madness. Yes, thank you.
Which I
That
have
was
sitting over here.
yeah. I actually watched it a few years ago just to kind of see what my father wouldn't allow me to watch, and then you know, that was like, wow, that was actually less traumatic seeing it than it was not being allowed to see it and just hearing the sounds. And then, of course, watching the 2 Spiders movies this past Halloween, Giant Spider Invasion, and finding out that I misremembered the key scene in it all these years, and then seeing Kingdom of the Spiders again after all these years, and well, now we can dive into Prophecy and find out, you know, set my 7-year-old me's mind
John
to rest at
Frankenheimer,
long
dude.
last.
Early John Frankenheimer.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, that is it for Saturday Night Insanity. Those of you who are here from live for the stream, stick around because we're going to do some farming. Yeah. Do some farming.
Yeah. Extreme farming.
Extreme farming. Extreme.
We waited for so long to start the stream because they really, really wanted me to download the fucking game so I could.
That's right.
play
We
it.
waited. The pre-show was a little longer but this week because we were waiting for Stoud to download his game. If you watch the pre-show, you can watch Stoud download his game. Now, there's incentive
you can watch
for
me
you.
turn into a clip show, apparently.
Yes. So those of you wondering about the pre-shows, they are, of course, available on the Twitch playlist, the collection for Saturday Night Insanity. And then, of course, they are on the YouTube playlist as well. They are unlisted, but you should see them listed on the playlist there. Alrighty. Okay, so we'll see you all next time. And those of you sticking around, well, stick around. We'll be back in just a couple minutes here. We're not ending the stream or anything. We're just going to go right into it. But for those of you watching only SNI, we are ending it. And we'll see you next time. Yeah. So have yourselves a wonderful day or night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and until next time, sayonara.
Sayonara.
That's the wrong button.
Damn it.
That's the wrong button.
Damn it.
That's the wrong button.
Damn it.
That's the right button.
Yay!
I thought you were just going to say damn it again. Damn it. Damn it.
But you succeeded.
Damn it. But maybe you'd be disappointed that I succeeded and that you wanted me to keep failing comedically again and again. See you in a bit, or later, or never, if you decide this is the last SNI you're ever going to watch. It's been nice knowing you. Goodbye.
Have a good